Hello, okay. Can someone please check the stream real quick just to see if, like, everything is... Let's see if my audio is fucking fixed this time. By the way,
Will do.
Tom, how many, spell slots are you on right now?
I have 4 level 1s, 1 level 4.
4 level 1s, 1 level
1 4 and 4 1.
Okay, cool.
4 1s, 1 4. Wow, changing it to beast really limits the hours the wrong one.
That's what the spell says, my guy.
Oh no, I completely overlooked it. It's not good. Oh.
Wait, what's your max amount of... Actually, oh no, never mind, I'm stupid. Never mind. Okay.
How fat is the delay?
There is a massive delay, by the way, Milt.
It's because he keeps disconnecting.
It's because my Wi-Fi is really...
No, there was a delay. There was a delay before the stream started.
I don't know.
Right, okay. I tell you what, Milt. I'm going to count from 5 to 1.
Okay.
And on 1, I want you to clap.
Okay.
Okay, I will clap as well.
All right.
So,
Can you guys see Milk? For me, the stream is still starting soon.
No, I haven't got the stream up. So,
Okay.
Milk, are you ready?
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, Milk, you do the same.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The clap didn't come through.
Oh, attenuation kicked in.
Yeah, I didn't hear a clap.
I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll count 3 to 1, and I'll count 3 to 1 with you, and I'll try and match you from my point of view.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
1.
That's not too bad.
You guys are pretty much the same.
No. Other way round, it's quite long for me. Like a second a second to 2.
Yeah, the stream delay must be like huge, unless you haven't started it. Okay, now it has.
Alright, cool.
30-minute stream delay.
Jesus, yeah, I don't know why, but my Wi-Fi is not great at the moment, so, you know, we're just gonna have,
oh no, I can't say that joke.
we're just gonna have to deal. So, unfortunately, yeah. Okay, so... I'll wait until Ian's back after he's done.
Sound seems to be completely fine for me.
Cool. Yeah, I did some jiggery pokery to fix the settings. So,
Sweet.
Sorry. When we level up again, I get to turn into a T-Rex.
Destroy this house, just T-Rex inside of him.
Suddenly, the druid is now a T-Rex.
Oh, so this is a Christmas song.
Oh, sorry. Also, a sperm whale.
Oh my lord.
Flies 100 feet in the air, turns into a sperm whale.
Rawr.
okay, so, are we good to begin?
Depends.
It depends, of course it does. So,
Why are we listening to Christmas music again, by the way?
Exactly, see, that's what I said.
It's whatever. So, to refresh our memories of the previous events, the Phoenix Vanguard had attended, or sort of had themselves smuggled into a meeting of the Fuscarian Council to try and gather more information on this Keeldor Ithranel. They got a little bit more than they bargained for, however, when their quarry, the Tiefling Jethria, stood up and gave a talk to the council, basically trying to indict the party of, I guess some, like, half-truths and more lies. Well, I guess it was mostly truth than lie, to be honest, of why the council should be aware of the party and be not trusting of them. After leaving this meeting, the party was then contacted by Jethria himself, directly to Caliban, asking them to sneak into the manor of Keeldor Ithranel to finally have a meeting with him. Party did this after causing some distractions, doing some stealth, and eventually, after finding the place where this Jethria person seemed to have been staying, and finding some of his property, finally made their way into a hall where they met Jethria for the first time, face to face, in which certain things were revealed among individual members of the party. Words were exchanged until eventually Jethria changed his form into a new one, or more, changed into his true form, a form that Caliban and Burnham recognized, although for the reasons which have not been made clear to the rest of the members of the Vanguard. After a fight, this dwarf escaped, and Kildor Ithranel has been knocked unconscious and his guards killed. And the party now hears the alarm bells ringing, and however many guards running to approach the room that they are in now. So, you guys have some time. You guess, by listening out, you'd say you have some time before the guards reach your location. What are you doing in preparation?
Well,
or what are you doing in general?
I would first off, I would like to go up to where Kildor is. I assume he's fallen down unconscious. No.
Correct.
Well, I'm going to take do I have like a bit of cloth on me or something? Something soft? Maybe
a rope?
Not a rope, but something soft. Do I see anything soft about? Like a pillow maybe, or
a pillow?
Or like a I don't know.
Just take the underwear off one of the guards.
Something soft. Like a
what on him?
Cape. On him or around or anywhere, you know?
His the sort of like the suit that he's wearing looks fairly soft. If you want to like tear off a bit of that, yeah, that would work.
Well, I will not tear it off, but I will take off his suit and I will sort of make a pillow of sorts out of it and put it under his head.
Okay, you're putting him in the recovery position.
Exactly. I will make it so that he's not uncomfortable or anything, and I will say, guys, we are pretty fucked right now. I think we should probably
Go.
not go, because if we go, we're gonna be in even more hot shit. I quite like this place. I like the lights of Fusca, and I don't really want to be seen as villains. It is quite obvious to me. Kildor, as much of an asshole as he is, he's being pretty fucking played here.
Elion, I just want to remind you, there are guards like on their way. Like, when I said you've got a moment, you've got like, you know, not time for a speech or anything before. Sorry, what's that?
Well, I think we should talk to the guards and say that we are not the enemy now.
I don't think they're gonna care.
I'm gonna close the door.
I think we should just leave.
So
I'm gonna close the door and start like feeling around the walls and get every bit of information I can on what's the word? The
structural weakness, is that what?
The structural integrity of the wall, the door frame.
Okay.
Give me details.
Before we do that, not Elion, Caliban and Ulmatath, you guys said you took the two revolvers, didn't you?
There's two revolvers.
There's two, yeah.
Oh shit!
Dibs on one.
Shotgun on the other.
So okay, are you just taking the revolvers, or are you?
And the ammo.
Are you like? So, that's what I was asking. Are you looting the rest of his body, looking for other stuff?
Oh, of course.
Okay, so you do find a pouch of bullets for the revolver. In total, it's 24.
24.
Yeah.
Revolver ammunition, I presume.
Yeah, revolver ammunition. Like he's also wearing on his left hand, he's wearing like 2 rings as well. If you want to take those. One of them you see is like one has the Ithranel House sigil, the one that you've seen before with the hawk on the branch with the ferret in its mouth. Ferret or whatever it is. And there's another one there's another like silver ring with some like indents into it, some like patterns.
I will take both.
Okay. While searching his body, you also find a pouch of 263 gold.
I will also check. 263.
263 gold.
I will add that to the joint account if everyone's okay with it.
Yep.
Okay.
I will also look for that library pass kind of thing quickly.
That's not on his person.
Ah, fuck. I tried.
By the way,
whilst these guys are looting, can I be writing like something? Really
yeah,
quickly, like a really small note.
Depends what it is. What it is. How long is it? How long it is?
It's gonna be like a scrap of piece of paper and like some writing. That I'm just gonna put in his suit pocket.
Okay.
Before we leave.
What does it? What does it say? What does it say?
I will message it to you roughly.
Okie doke. Caliban and Caliban and Ulmatath, in general, are the stats for the custom revolvers.
Oh, so that's why I thought I saw a custom revolver on there.
Yeah,
Shots with bars on 2.
I had a go at them, but like it's too finicky with like D&D Beyond making homebrew items because they have to be magical. You can't just make normal items as homebrew. It's awkward. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah. And how many bullets was it?
20. You got 24 bullets.
Ooh, nice.
Each altogether.
Altogether.
Okay.
12 each then.
Yeah.
I suppose it's going to be easier to reverse engineer a bullet than a gun.
Well, I'm not proficient with firearms. I just want to tell you guys right now.
Oh, that makes it more fun.
And if you guys are just interested, this is what they look like. I'm just posting it real quick now. Fucking Jesus Christ, never mind.
I am going to have to go. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, no worries. Elion, are you sending me that?
Yes.
Cool. If it's a novel, you're not going to have time to, write it.
It's just 2 lines.
Okay, that's fair.
A couple sentences. I probably won't have written it in this nice prose,
Yeah.
but,
Okay. Caliban, I've just posted in general what the revolvers look like.
Fucking sweet. Looks like my Red Dead Redemption gun, really.
there you are.
Alright. Okay, so I've grabbed I've grabbed bullets, I've grabbed gun. Sit nice, comfy between thy butt cheeks.
Is that too long? I sent it to you, Milk. Is that too long?
If you basically make a shortened version of that, yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah, it won't be as nicely
Go ahead and make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. Oh god, my persuasion's not good. Do 10.
Okay.
Oh.
So, so it's basically you guys are almost out of time. There are guards about to descend. You can hear them coming from the bottom door. The bottom door on the bottom floor. It's the door that you came from. Sorry, dogs. 2 secs.
Oh yeah, because that's a balcony. And it came from that's a balcony over there. So we can escape. Yeah, if we were confrontation, then we stood out from the balcony. So you can clearly see the balcony. So we can escape that way.
I'm pretty sure he meant the balcony is in this top area.
But no, he said from behind the door on the balcony. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, okay, fair enough. You're right.
Was it? Maybe you are right. I'm just interpreting because I don't remember. Well, I think we leave, huh? If possible, I think the best way for us to leave would be out of the city over the wall. If we can find our ways that way, then we will probably have better chances of escaping.
Do we take this guy?
Yes.
Is for now?
Yeah.
No, I don't think we do.
I mean, I can make it a lot easier.
He will just slow us down, and I think it is better for us this way.
He won't
Also, who
slow
the
us
fuck
down.
is Hammer
Yeah.
Boy?
Oh, that's my character.
He won't slow us down if I turn him
Wait,
into
what?
a creature.
That's him, but with his human head. It'll come to light later on. In this session as well, don't worry.
Hello.
It just saves me fucking finicky.
Sorry about that.
I'm confusion, and I will pretend I heard nothing.
Sorry about that. So yeah, they're coming in through the door that you guys came through.
So we came from the south, yeah?
It's not the south, because like the mansion is on diagonal, but it's like...
At the south of the map.
Sure, yeah, we'll just say that.
It's like the southeast, right?
We'll just say it's south for now. But yeah, they're coming in through the door that you guys came through.
Is this a balcony to the outside?
It's not a balcony, but it's just like it's another... It's not to a balcony, but it's just like to another room, or to another hallway.
Well, I'm going to point to the others, and I'm going to say, I think we should go this way. And run this way, and try and find a way to exit, okay?
Okay. Caliban, why's your icon changed?
You'll again see very soon, later in the session. Soonish, actually.
Okay.
Well, I can turn this guy into a small creature and take him with us.
Don't
think-
turn
I
him into
think
a
it
ram,
is-
put him in your pocket.
I think it is going to take too much time, and I think it is better for us.
The way it would take that.
Either way, you have avoided what I have said previously. I think it is better for us if we leave him. We are not trying to kidnap him. He is not our enemy here.
Well, he did attack us.
Yes, but he's very clearly being controlled by Zephyr.
No, he's under the employment of Jafar.
Yeah.
Employment or control is the way I think. I think if we take him or we kill him or whatever.
Right, I'm saying now,
very good for us.
you guys have 10 seconds before the guards are about to burst through.
Fucking leg it.
I'm just gonna run.
So are you so Ulumatath, are you polymorphing him into a tiny creature and taking him with you, or are you just leaving him? Decide now.
I will. Turn him into a weasel.
Okay. You go down, place your hand on him.
A DC, but because he's unconscious.
He's unconscious, and it's a wisdom saving throw, so he immediately fails it.
Yep. I will stuff him in my pocket.
I am just looking at that real quick, Adam, if that's what you just sent me.
If you remember, I did say Caliban is analysing the walls and the doors of
yes!
where the enemy's coming from. And with the desperation that's going forth.
Yeah,
I mean, we confirmed it earlier.
Yeah, okay. So are you guys are rushing out the top doorway. Is this the north doorway? Is this on the upper floor or the lower floor?
Upper.
I'd say that, well, if I had a choice, I'd go to the lower one, because.
Okay, right. I'll say.
Time to go to each.
Right. So I'll say, Elion, you decide which. You're in the lead, so you decide which one you're going to. Now, just up or down.
Faster to go to either?
Just up or down. Decide now. You don't have time.
Down.
Okay, you don't have time to discuss this. They are literally.
No, I'm asking you from this position here. Is it gonna take any longer for us to go to the bottom one?
No, it won't take like any more time. Like just out of the split seconds you have.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you guys see Elion, Caliban as you're doing your thing, and Ulumtath as you're polymorphing, Ithranel.
Against Elion's wishes, and it has no idea about it.
Yeah,
no. I'll say that like as he's rushing off, if he would choose to look back, he can see you doing this.
Don't look back.
I have full faith that he won't go against my wishes, and I will.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, he has no idea. So yeah, as you're doing this, you do look as you finish it and see Elion rushing to the bottom floor and the northern door. Are you guys following?
Yes.
I will. Yes, also.
Right.
Even though it's tempting just to go out a different door.
Okay. Caliban, are you? Actually, who's taking up the rear?
Probably me, because it would have taken a bit of time. Like, it would have taken my action, so I'll probably be slightly behind.
Okay. So Diary's going to be keeping up with Elion. Caliban, I'm assuming you're just going. You're following as well as fast as you can.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, you all rush through. It's Elion first, then
Who's on first?
Elion, then Caliban, and then Ulmatath. Caliban, if you wish to do the thing you sent me that you want to do, you're going to have to wait for Ulmatath to go through the door.
Yep, that's fine.
Alright, cool. You're going to need to make a sleight of hand check.
Suddenly, Caliban drops his trousers.
Make a sleight of hand check. Ulmatath, what's your passive perception?
16, I believe. I'll just double check.
I think it's 17.
Passive perception is 17.
Okay, because Caliban got a 6. I'll describe.
I fart loudly.
Okay, so Caliban,
What?
as you're waiting for Ulmatath to come through the door, you get a glimpse of the guards just bursting into the hall just as you slam this door shut, and then by instinct you just think, I want this door to be shut, and you hear that ticking of that amulet in your head, softly but distinct, and not almost unconsciously, like completely on instinct, you just raise your hand to the marble door, and you begin to form the marble and the stone around the lock until the form is just blocking all mechanisms around the lock and the door, and keeping the door shut.
Kept the door chastity belt.
Ulmatath, you see all of this happen.
I'll kind of check to see what's going on.
Go for it.
18.
You recognize this as the spell Mold Earth.
No, I did think it. Well, I thought it was shape stone, but yeah, mold earth makes sense too.
Which is really weird because you've not seen Caliban do magic before.
Yeah, he's not exactly the most intelligent.
Hey! I mean, not wrong, but hey!
You're a dwarf barbarian. Is there any bigger stereotype?
That doesn't... blacksmith dwarf barbarian.
Exactly. The only thing you're lacking is a Scottish accent.
Thanks, George.
It wasn't the very first session and then I lost it.
Thanks.
I think you should bring it back.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Do you react to this in any way, or...?
I'll react to it later, but just like make it known that I'll make it known to Caliban that I saw him do it.
Okay. So you guys make your way through the manor. Elion,
But we do saw our spell slots.
it's a cantrip.
Shut up.
What?
That's not the joke he was making.
There you go, I'll do that for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, you know what? I can't watch that. No, I'm sorry. Just don't bother. It's like, no, that's not helping.
Stop sending your sex tape.
It's not working with my Wi-Fi right now. Anyway, Elion, you're leading the way. Are you trying to find your way back to the way you came? Or are you trying to find a new way out?
Oh, I'm trying to find a new way out via a window or something that will hopefully get us, if I've got my bearings right, to the sort of northwest side of the mansion.
Okay, eventually, pretty soon, you're just running. It's just a straight hallway, but then there's a left and a right. Do you go left or do you go right?
Right.
Okay. So you go right. You guys see. I'm assuming you guys are just following Elion.
Yep.
Anyone can attempt to take the lead as well if they wish. If everyone like, fuck you, I'm leading.
I'm a bit focused on making sure the weasel stays intact.
Gotcha. Okay. Elion, eventually, as you go right, actually, can everyone please make athletics checks for me? With advantage.
Okay.
21.
It's going to be a collective group check.
Oh, jeez. 16.
Oh, you... I lost. Oh, wait, what about Dur? Come on, Dur with the nat 20.
Oh, one sec. That's an... Oh, yeah.
Nearly.
Ah, you know what? Close enough, I'll take it.
Yeah, you guys are very much able to, like... You feel like you're getting solid distance on where the guards currently are. Elion, you leading the way, eventually you come up to, like, these big double doors that in front of you, like that get some significance. But there's also like a left and a right to go. Which way do you go? Left to right or through the big double doors?
Double doors means big room. Probably people inside. I'll go left.
Left. Okay. Keep on going left. This is a more. You keep on going smaller. Eventually, like smaller rooms, smaller doorways, smaller hallway, going this way. Eventually, it gets to a point where there is nowhere left to go. It's just you've got to go through, like, you either got to backtrack or like try one of the doors. Try one of the doors.
I would try one of the doors on the right hand side.
Wait. With the adrenaline that's going off, the opposite of what Caliban does happens to one of the walls. Since it's a dead end, because he can shape it, he can open up a wall.
Is that how that works?
It says I can shape it or shift it. Oh, what was it again? Let me double check. Yep, I can cause shapes. Wait, hold on. You can cause shapes, colors, blah blah blah. Let's change. Change. Yeah, hold on. Create. Oh wait, no, it does not. Wait. No. Damn it. I really wanted to just make a big giant hole.
Well.
Nope. I'd like to cast Earth Tremor on the wall.
Okay. Well, Elion, you're like, oh shit, dead end, and you immediately go to dive into one. This leaves the way for the Ulmatat to go away, and Ulmatat, you just launch back your hand and just boom! It just a massive shockwave, like.
I'll interject here. It'll be more. It crumbles apart than an explosion.
Oh, okay, cool.
Earth Tremor, not Earth Explosion.
That's fair. So you just hold out your hand, and the wall basically just disintegrates into little pebbles and dust. Elion, you just like duck out of like the door that you just went into, and like, yeah, that works. And yeah, you guys are free to leave.
So we just broke into the toilet.
I turn around and I go, I really hope we don't leave any evidence behind on where we go, eh? and then I actually was going to ask this. So the ring of jumping I have.
Yep.
It triples my jump distance.
Yep.
If I use it, do I still take full damage in the same way?
No. No, it doesn't. It's like it scales. The way full damage would work would scale to how you're jumping. So like it's like you wouldn't be able to like, oh, I jump up like 30 feet and then you fall. You wouldn't take like 3d6. However, if you were to jump off like a 1,000-foot cliff, you would take full damage.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Say I use my ring of jumping to fall off or to like jump off the second story of a building and go down 20 feet. Would I still take the 2d10 full damage?
If 20 feet is within 3 times your jumping distance, then you would be fine.
I think my jumping distance is like 15 feet, right?
We'll have to double check that. Anyway, so yeah, you guys head out. The hole that Ulmat has made. You find yourselves in the. If I just bring us back to my shitty ass drawing of the fucking manor.
By the way, you might need to watch out about background noise.
Yeah, it's getting very loud now.
George, can you turn it down a little bit, please?
I have headphones on.
I'm sorry, but I'm just enjoying what we're listening to.
Yeah, great. I forgot about the map.
So you guys find yourselves there. Wait, I'll move the Caliban thing there. Right there.
Fantastic. That's exactly where I wanted us to be.
Okay.
How tall is this wall here, by the way?
That one? Oh, that's like 100 feet high.
Oh.
Time for Earth Tremor Part 2.
It's also like 20 feet thick. Like, you've seen this wall before. This is like the wall that like people are walking across. It separates the inner districts from the outer districts.
I have enough spell slots.
This is a chunky boy.
Need some milk.
You can do this if you can if you want to. Absolutely, you can go for it if you want to.
I'm okay.
I know that Ulmatat has rope.
Yeah, you all have rope.
I will say, Ulmatas, quick, get your rope out. and I will get mine out as well.
Yeah, I'll get my rope out.
And I will tie mine to his end.
I'll tie my end to Caliban.
No,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Nobody tosses a door.
I'll tie my my end of my rope to the end of his rope.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 100 feet long rope. And I will
Is
take
it-
up
is
and fly up.
Wait, is it,
Mine's 50 feet long.
oh,
75.
Yours is 75 feet.
Yeah.
fair enough.
You got a little bit extra, cheeky.
Because I have 50 feet of hempen and I picked up 25 feet of normal rope.
Oh, okay.
I
enough.
said when I picked it up, I tied both together.
Well, that is
Okay.
That was session. That
I
was
see.
ages ago.
I see you were sinking ahead there, and I would say quickly fly up and tie it to somewhere up on the top of the wall.
I'll fly up and tie just somewhere on top of the wall.
Okay. First off, you're going to need to make a stealth check because there are guards patrolling at the top of this wall. So, like, you fly up to the top and you can see that there are there are guards patrolling along because the top of the wall is a big walkway. Like, this is a thick wall. So, like, if you can either continue to do this plan and make a stealth check, if you wish to continue.
I will go back down.
What time is it, by the way?
It's like in game. It's mid-afternoon.
I will
Okay.
come back down. And maybe we should try a different wall. It's a bit busy up there.
Okay, alright. Oh, fuck it. Let's go back to where we came in. And start heading over there.
Maybe go around where Dur was.
We don't have the chime.
We don't particularly.
Stick in a
Yeah.
direction and we'll work from there.
I will pick up Caliban and jump over.
Are there like bushes and shit here?
What do you mean?
As in, is there like bushes on our side of the fence?
Yeah.
You know how over here there was yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
In
basically
that
a
case,
big
I will-
long hedge that goes around like along perpendicular along that whole gate.
Ah, fantastic. In that case, I will try and sort of hide behind like the bush a little bit and then wait for the other side to be clear. And
Okay.
then I will use my ring of jumping and then jump over.
So,
I'm just going to grab Caliban and jump over.
are you guys just making the sprint from like there to there
Yes.
without being seen? I'm assuming. Or are you trying to be as because there are a couple of guards like every now and then, less than you saw before, but still a couple. Like just keeping an eye on the outside. So are you just trying to go so fast that they can't keep up with you, just like making a mad sprint through it, or are you trying to be sneaky about it?
Either way, you're gonna make us roll athletics, aren't you?
No, it's gonna be stealth if you're trying to be sneaky.
Stealth or
Athletics.
I'm just going to go as fast as I can.
Yeah, fast as I can, because I'm a +7 athletics, and I want to use that.
Collective athletics check.
Alright.
21.
It's fine. I definitely don't have a +10 to my
Okay, so
my,
Dur falls.
my stealth.
It's collective.
Doesn't matter.
If
Oh,
I
no.
Oh,
So yeah, you guys like just like look left to right, look left, look right, just like fuck it and just make the mad sprint. A couple of like one or two guards who are like hanging out over like here-ish, they like see you and say, "Oh yeah, stop!" and like start making their way over. But collectively, you're all able to like to get to the fence pretty fast. Elegon, you see Dur just lagging behind a bit, but you just sort of like grab his arm and just like, come on, Dur, and just like start dragging him, and he's like, that little push is able to like keep him up with you guys, and you're able to get to the fence before the guards reach you.
Milk, I would like to cast Earth Tremor again
Mm-hmm.
on the ground underneath those guards.
What's the range of Earth Tremor?
Oh, sorry, we're not within range, so I'll do it as far as I can in that direction, which is 10 feet. It will turn the ground into difficult terrain.
Okay, what's the size of it?
So it's range / area 10 feet. It will. It becomes difficult terrain 5 foot diameter.
5 foot diameter. Okay, so like
10 feet away, 5 feet, just something to help.
Okay, so it's not much. They might not even step on it, but yeah, like it might help. It might give you a bit of time if they catch up. So, say again what you guys are doing. Caliban, not Caliban, Untitled, you're just picking up Caliban and just flying him over like the fence, yeah?
Like assisted jump kind of thing.
Yeah. Strength check.
There is something I would like to do when we all get to the other side, by the way. 11.
You
Strength, not athletics.
then change that +4 to a +1.
Oh, I made it worse.
An 8. Yeah, so so this time, your grip isn't there, and you try and pull him off the ground, but like, no, it's just like this time, something about it was just not this time. Elion, what are you doing?
So on this sprint over, seeing as I would have gone back to grab to get him to pull on, when I'm like, hurry up, do you have anything to get over the wall?
I just climb.
Oh, it's okay, leave it to me. And when we get to the wall, I'm not going to break in my stride, but I'm going to turn around, pick him up, and then use my ring of jumping to like jump over whilst holding him.
Okay, there is.
Or rather, instead of that, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna put my hands behind my back and be like, do like a piggyback motion.
Okay.
So that he just jumps on.
So give me an acrobatics check. Like picking it up is like easy enough. It's just the act of like jumping over a fence while you're carrying something.
Ooh.
It's a bit difficult. 14. Yeah, you just he jumps on your back Yoda style, and you cast jump on yourself, and boing, just able to fairly easily jump over. Ulumatath and Caliban. You've got to if you want to do the same thing again, Ulumatath, give me another strength check.
Yes.
We're gonna stay here until he does it.
Those guards are
Jump on 3.
Those guards are getting closer, but you got another chance.
By the way, Milk, real quick, this whole time which we've been chased by guards, I would have had my hood over my head and tried to like not make eye contact with any of them.
I'm sorry, but I'm quite recognisable, so I don't think I need to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So.
I'm taking care of myself here.
Okay, yeah, 23 is absolutely enough. You grab hold of Caliban, it's even better than the first time you did it. Just wings, just like on a power jump, and you land the other side, and the stone floor just cracks a little bit as your feet land on the ground.
Bad on the knees.
You bend your knees as you land.
I would like to do something when the other two get over the wall as well.
Oh, they got over before you.
Hammy.
Okay, in that case, right, everyone, meet back at the tavern at midnight. And yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's literally just meet at the tavern at midnight. See ya. And I'm just gonna.
And everyone splits up.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna take flight and deliberately go over the manor, trying to get attention.
You see Dirt before. As soon as you say that, Dirt's just like, okay, and just bolts it in the opposite direction. He literally fucking runs. Oh! And he goes into the crowd down the alleyway, and he's just instantly gone.
He hides up a woman's skirt.
I rolled a stealth check for it.
Her realizing.
Oh, you guys can see that. My GM thing isn't even on. Yeah. I'll put that back on. But yeah, he's just fucking gone.
It's a player's role, so
that's a fair point. Yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, I'm going to, not necessarily like, stealth, but I'm going to try and walk. Are there like houses in front of me? Is there like an alleyway or a road sort of this way?
Yeah. So like on the opposite side of this wall of the street, like there's houses like over here and shit. There's like houses, alleyways, buildings, that sort of stuff.
Well, I would like to walk sort of that way. I'll go through an alleyway and then onto a main road, and then not necessarily like run, but I will try and sink into the crowd a little bit.
Charisma-based stealth check.
All right. How the fuck do I
roll your charisma plus your proficiency because you're proficient in it?
Expertise.
Then
I'm assuming you got expertise in stealth.
It's a +9. Yeah, it's a +9.
So.
It's literally just instead of dex you use charisma.
Oh! Yeah.
We've been rolling really well today.
You're just like, you basically just you enter your way into the crowd, and you just you blend your way in. Fucking...
So I just realised.
What?
How long have we been running out of this? From the moment we left the big room to now, how long has it been?
20 minutes, probably.
Yeah, 10-20 minutes.
So I have 40 minutes until I have a person in my pocket.
It's my child!
So I'm gonna, one, hide, 2, deal with a prisoner.
So,
Until midnight.
well, we'll get to that.
You're a big dragon. You'll be alright.
Caliban,
Oh,
what's your play? What are you doing?
Well, I did send you a DM, but
Oh,
to
yes, you did.
yeah, which explains what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sprint into the nearest alleyway junctions as I can, turning every corner. Going into the shadows and blending in as much as I can while thinking that.
What the fuck have you done?
Nothing.
Have you multi
Jesus.
So, Caliban.
Yep.
Sorry, me and a chicken burger.
Huh? Oh, chicken burger.
You should be dedicated to your art.
Yeah,
So-
the art of eating. We're all dedicated to that.
So Caliban, you see everyone just like dart off in different directions. You duck into the nearest alley. Do you want me to describe this, or do you want us to keep the secret from these two?
Well, I wouldn't see it.
No one would see
Neither
it.
would I.
No one, yeah, no, it's gonna happen. But do you want me to describe it? So out of character, they know what's gonna happen, or
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, why not?
okay. So you duck into an alley, and you're just like, oh shit, this isn't my forte. You look at, like, you see over the fence, just over in the distance, like, the guards just, like, sprinting after you, like, trying to look where you've gone, and you just think in your mind, oh god, I really wish I'd be able to blend in with the guards. And yet again, you hear that ticking of the amulet, soft but distinct. And your hands just sort of, like, again, instinctually, your hands just, like, start to take on a motion that's, like, just instinctual. And you start saying things that, like, you didn't even know you could say, incantations. Eventually, the thought, I want to look like one of the guards, it's not just a thought. It's more than that. And you cast Disguise Self on yourself, and you look like one of the guards.
Keep in mind, also grew a foot.
You also grew a foot taller.
Oh,
So although you are a little bit shorter for a human, it's not like out of the ordinary.
Is it bad? I'm half imagining. Oh, I've grown tall. Wait, 1 sec. Let me check. Pulls open trousers.
So yeah, you now look like a guard.
I'm gonna break from the shadows, quickly turning away. So I'm not, like, the sightline to the mansion place isn't there anymore, and I'm gonna meet up into the street, walking down the street with my hand on my weapon, and looking like I'm on a patrol looking for people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start blending in.
You know what? You don't have to roll for that. You're just a guard out on patrol. Yeah. And you just, like, go forward. No one's paying you any attention. Or if they are, it's just, like, you know, just how the attention they would pay to a guard. So, Ulmatath.
Yes.
You basically take off and zoom across, like, above the manor.
I do have a destination in mind.
Okay, what is that destination?
The ruined clock tower.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you will have to change your course at some point, because the ruined clock tower
I'm
is...
deliberately not going there for.
Ah, yes. Cool, gotcha.
So I'm gonna fly. So how far can I get in 20 minutes of flight?
20 minutes of flight? Just
like
in...
outside the city or inside the city?
I'd say you'd be, like, on the edge of the city.
Okay. I will
Nearing
fly.
the edge. Still in, but nearing the edge.
Essentially, can I get to as close as I can to the exterior of the city and to the clock tower in my 40 minutes?
Make an athletics
Bear in
check.
mind, I'd be dashing.
Make an athletics check.
Okay. I will say, if I'm uncertain whether I have time, I will change. Ulmataf would change his path so he can guaranteed get to the clock tower.
Okay, in that case...
If I knew, I wouldn't. It would be a close call. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it would be a close call then. Okay, so so you're giving yourself more time. Okay. Okay, yeah, in that case then,
as close as I feasibly can, and essentially
Okay.
how long I can make a route.
okay. And then, after that, I'm going to need to make a stealth check, just to make sure you're not noticed when you're in the sky. Go ahead and make a stealth check then.
Yes.
You're with advantage because you're up in the air. Oh, never mind. That's a 19. Cool.
I mean, I'll roll it anyway, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
19. Yeah, you go... So, you go in one direction, going southwest.
Mhm.
Clock Tower's in the southeast, you know that. So you go southwest, darting across, deliberately trying to get attention, and you do get a bit, like once or twice an arrow comes flying your way, but it's, you know, it's a pot shot. It's just for the sake of doing it, nowhere near you. Then eventually, you think, okay, it's time to, like, start beelining it for the clock tower, and you just take off, trying to be stealthy, and yeah, you're pretty sure, like, you fly, like, just above where you're, like, you're pretty sure you could just look like a bird or something.
Yeah.
And, yeah, about 35 minutes later, you get to the clock tower.
I'll land on the top of it, because, like, there'd be, like, a flat area at the top.
This
Like,
sort of...
one of the floors, I mean.
Yeah, I'd say because it's, like, ruined, there's, like, a big, like, hole of debris, whereas, like...
That's
yeah,
what I was envisioning.
Yeah, you can get inside it. If you go through this hole, it's just decayed over time. Yeah.
So I'll quickly land as fast as I can. Check if the weasel is still unconscious.
The weasel is still unconscious.
I
Actually,
will-
no. Actually, no, wait, actually. Yeah, it would be. But I've got to roll a thing for it.
I will dispel polymorph and immediately tie him up. With the 100 feet of rope I have.
Tie him down.
I'm going to
Okay.
turn this guy into a mummy.
Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
You tie him up, you hog tie him, then you tie him up again.
Might I argue survival?
You know what? It could be either. I'll make it either.
Because that's either a +1 or a +7.
I mean, either way, I'll accept either one because they both make sense. And it's advantage because he's unconscious. But yeah,
Yes,
okay.
that is a
You're pretty sure you've hog-tied this guy. Are you gagging him?
He
Just-
was already gagged.
Was he?
Elion did it. Remember the pillow?
I thought that was for his head.
He was putting him in the recovery position, dude.
Oh, whoops. I will not gag him, but I want
Okay.
him bound so much that, I mean, like he's bound like a burrito.
Gotcha.
Like the most he could do is worm crawl. That's the level of what I want to do here.
Gotcha.
That'd be fucking
Okay, yeah,
awesome.
you are able to do this.
Yeah.
With a 24, absolutely.
And actually, would I be able to also tie him to a post?
What, out in the street?
No, like one of the beams, of the wooden beams or something.
Um,
Just to immobilize him completely.
yeah, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
with
will
a
do
24, I'll allow that, yeah, sure.
that. I will do that and pass the fuck out. I'm gonna try and fit a long rest in.
Okay. How long do you, long rest?
Yes. You said it was mid-afternoon?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he can long rest till midnight.
okay.
Because
So-
there's only one way I know how to get this guy back to the tavern.
Okay. So, you do this, you start nodding off, fall asleep, and you basically just pass out of
Yeah.
just like,
Pure exhaustion after
All of
flying
this.
for a solid hour.
yeah. Fall asleep, and suddenly after some time, you don't know how long, you hear something that wakes you up.
And then we-
Help! Help! You wake up and you see that Kildor has woken up and is now screaming for help.
Okay, is it day, night?
It's
sunset?
still daytime. Although it looks to be more evening at this point. Just the beginning of evening, I'd say.
I'll begrudgingly wake up, stand up, and find something.
Don't you come near me, you foul beast! No!
I'm literally not gonna like bat an eyelid here. Oh, for fuck's sake, you woke me. I'm gonna look around if there's any rope because I've used all
You've got more rope left if you wish to gag him.
I'll just like. So, do you want to shut up?
I
Do you
have
want to- do you want
powerful.
to shut up?
I have powerful friends. If you know what's good for you, you'll let me go, you demon.
Demon.
That's a new one.
Do you gag him?
Last chance. You can either stay quiet or I gag you. It makes no difference to me.
Just squints at you.
It is your choice. I
Help!
will just ram it in his mouth, and then I'll tie him up.
Well, you know, I'll keep the survival roll you did before with the 24. Yeah, he's tight.
Did no one make a comment on the fact I said ram it in his mouth? Oh, then I'll tie him up.
Chose to ignore it.
Okay, so that's what you'll do for now then. Okay.
Yes.
And then I'll go
Elion.
back to sleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Elion,
Yes.
what are you doing until midnight?
I have nothing really particularly planned. I'll probably go to like. I'll probably head to the sort of south districts and sort of poor areas and find like a park or something, and then just chill out and think things over a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okie doke. Alright. So are you just gonna do that until midnight?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep your that's not it. Yeah, I'll keep your 24 for your charisma-based stealth check. Yeah, you got a hood over your head, like no one's really paying you that much attention. Occasionally, a guard walks, a patrol of 2 guards walks past, and you get a bit tense, like, oh shit, am I gonna get trouble? But they just pass you, not paying you any attention. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Caliban.
Mm-hmm.
How long does the sky's self last for? Remind me again.
1 hour.
1 hour. So, you've got 1 hour.
Exactly what I'm gonna do.
You've got 1 hour until you are back in your normal form. What you doing?
I'm going to continue looking like I'm on a patrol, head towards the tavern. Before entering, I'll look around and make sure no other guards see me entering. I'll go in.
You go in, and it seems like a more chilled out day, but you do see a lot of the patrons, like, they see you walk in and they tense up a bit. Like, oh, like, you get the sense that the whole time you've been staying at the tavern, you've never seen a guard walk in. So, it's a bit of a strange sight.
I'm gonna walk up to the barkeep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper that I'm just orders from Lord Kildor.
Kildor Ithranel, that's his name.
Yeah, Kildor Ifrinel. That I've got to search the rooms upstairs.
The woman behind the bar, she's sort of like, you can see she gets visibly nervous when you walk up to the bar and ask her this. And she seems a bit confused as to why you're asking this, so go ahead and make a persuasion check. Okay, yeah, I can let you in fine. I don't want any trouble though. I haven't heard of anything bad happening. I want trouble. Is there?
Nothing to worry. I'm just I'm having a look around. It's just one of those weekly order safety searches.
Right. Okay. Well, okay. I can show you up. Okay. Is there just a specific room you're looking for, or?
No.
Just all of them.
Yeah, just show me the way. I'll head up, and I can take it from there.
Okay. And yeah, she leads you upstairs. Hands you basically a spare key and says, "Oh, this is a master key. It'll open up all the other doors. I just need to have that back by the time you leave." Okay.
Yep.
Okay, and
I'll leave it back down.
She heads back downstairs, just like sort of like looking over her shoulder at you as she goes back down.
Okay, I'm gonna make it back to my my room, my actual room, and I'm just gonna hide out there because within an hour I'll be back as a dwarf, and now I have a master key to the inn, which you should never let a dwarf have.
Well, they might think, this guy hasn't been down in a very long time. Whatever that key's gone.
Yeah, well, they're not gonna like. I'm gonna be a dwarf in my fucking underwear, playing around with a hammer and matches or whatever in my room.
I mean, that's what dwarves call it.
I mean, about like an hour passes, and you get a knock on your door. Excuse me, it's the same one before. Is there a guard in there? Sorry, hello? And the door, you hear the lock. I don't know how to fucking make a lock sound. It unlocks and the door opens and it's the same woman before. Hey, Caliban, have you seen one of, it's you, you would have been on a first-name basis with the people who, you've been staying at this place for a long time. Well, I say a long time, a few weeks at this point. Maybe a month, so, like, you're on first-name basis with the people who work here. Hey, Caliban, have you seen a guard about?
Yes, actually, he left something for you. I was going to bring it down when I came and got lunch, or I suppose dinner at this point. And I point to the key that's on the nightstand near the bed.
Oh, thanks. Didn't see him leave.
Must have been serving. He left, say, about not too long ago.
Weird. Alright, well, I'll see you, Caliban. And she leaves. Fine.
That's my job. That's me done. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna long rest in comfy beds till midnight.
I mean, I'm used to the wild, so I'm not a bitch like you.
True. I'll take it.
So,
Fucking bear.
midnight comes for all of you.
Some more than others.
Before we do the next stuff, can we do a little break? Because I've got to go eat dinner.
Yeah, sure. We can go for a 10-minute break at this point.
5-10 minutes, yeah? That'd be great.
Yeah.
You can carry on till it's about a bit to finish. I'm just going to go now, so I don't leave you guys waiting too
Actually, you know what? Do you guys want to go for a break, or do you want to carry on? Because, like, Daniel's not going to be quite here for this bit.
I'm good to continue. I have nothing planned.
Okay. Midnight comes, and
Who's midnight?
you awaken, rub the sleep from your eyes, and you see that Ithranel is still there, but although he's like writhing around on the ground trying to get out of his bindings. What are you doing?
I'll wake up, and so I know it sounds weird. I'll politely sit him up.
Okay.
Just like I'll make myself clear. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just don't be a dick. I'll sit him up. I'll take his gag off.
If you think that you can get away with this, you are sorely mistaken.
I mean, the only reason you're here is so. Look, we are not bad guys.
Do you think I care? Do you think I care? How that is childish. Do you think I care about the concept of good guys and bad guys?
Well, that makes you a bad guy then.
So be it. Do I look like I give a shit?
Oh, okay then. I thought you were trying to be good and you were just misunderstood. Genuinely, I mean that. I genuinely thought you were trying to be good.
Childish.
I'll go to my backpack and start pulling out my tea stuff.
If I start screaming for help again, are you going to gag me?
Sorry, can you say that again? I heard I'm going to commit great crimes in the background.
Shh. Sorry. 2 secs. God, can you turn it down a little bit, please?
Shut the fuck up! Shut your bitch ass up!
So he said if I start screaming for help, are you going to gag me again?
And I'm going to have to.
Just gives a beleaguered sigh.
You're really not in position to argue here.
What is it that you want with me?
I want to talk to you. I want to try and figure out what is going on.
You're not going to get a word out from me, sir.
Also, if I left you there, you would have besmirched the name even more.
Excuse me?
Well, from what I've been able to tell you, you've been... Well...
George!
It's the third time I've
Turn it down! No, you haven't. Turn it down.
I can tell you, you guys are almost like a smear campaign about us.
That's one word for it, I guess.
But what did we do to you?
It was what you did to Jethria, or Monog, or whatever his name is.
Monog?
Yeah,
that is his name. That is his name, is it not?
I don't know.
He has grievances.
I saw him was yesterday.
He has grievances against you and your allies for reasons I do not really care that much.
But we only met him yesterday.
Well, that is his business with you. I was merely... We merely had an arrangement. I would give him bed and board, and he would give me certain benefits in the city.
He
Oh.
gave you benefits.
He raises an eyebrow.
Is that what you're after?
I will begin making some tea. I'll make a pot's worth.
Okay. He's not saying anything as you do this. He's being dead silent.
I'll be doing this whilst actively listening to him.
Well, he's being silent. He's being silent.
Yeah. Okay. I'll finish making it, pour myself a cup, and just look at him, just yes, I'm drinking some. I'll pour some into his cup, give some to him, lean his head forward and so.
He is deliberately not going to drink it.
Okay. I'll just okay, then your loss. I'll put it on the floor. Just say when you want it.
He's not saying anything. He just gives it a look, gives it when you put something in front of a 3-year-old food or something that they don't want to eat, like vegetables or anything, and they just turn their nose up and eh. That's sort of the look he gives to it.
I was only trying to be nice.
Silent again.
Yeah, I'll begin packing up my stuff, whilst also drinking my tea.
Yeah. Okay. Are you going to ask him anything else as you're doing this?
Is there anything else I need to ask? Out of character, is there anything else I need to ask? Because I haven't.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh, no, I'm not asking you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, bitch. Caliban?
I'm asleep in the fucking inn, mate.
I know, but I haven't been writing notes. So is there anything I need to ask?
Trying to think now. Actually, was there anything? Find out any. Nothing. Try and question him about plans, future plans that two of them had against us.
So where do you see yourself in 10 years? How's your career going? Did you see yourself settling down?
Not entirely wrong.
Yeah, you asked what his plans were. So what are you actually doing?
What am I doing? What am I doing? Right now, I am tied up waiting for some buffoon
what I mean.
to... No, I do not. You are going to have to be more specific, good sir.
Oh, sir? And you're probably good.
Hello.
Oh, buy me a link first.
I was being sarcastic, you fuck.
And I'm being coy. Deal with it. So, what are your plans with Jafar?
Look, the plans were I would just give him bed and board and access to benefits in the city that I also have access to. He would gain influence through me, and in return, he would give me more influence over the council, magical-wise, give me magical... The use of a powerful mage is never something you want to decline, or at least look over lightly. He was powerful, he offered it to me for my own benefit, and that was the deal. Whatever personal business he has with you or your quarry is none of mine.
That's fair enough. So I tell you what, I would have finished packing my bag at this point.
Yeah.
So what should I do with you?
You should let me go, so I can go to the guards and point you out to them so they can have you executed and they can put your head on a fucking spike!
So thank you for saying to me that I cannot do that.
You can see sort of the cogs turning behind his head, he just mutters fuck under his breath.
So I am going to have to. I can't release you. Genuinely, if you want to tell anyone, I would happily release you. But obviously, you're not going to do that, and I can't take that risk. So Yeah, and I'll go up and gag him.
No, don't you get
And,
I'll keep
gag him.
the same role as well. Like
I will
you've done it before. You've got a gist of like how it works with his like his head shape, mouth. Oh god, mouth shape. Fucking hell.
I'm very, very interested in the knowledge of one of his mouth shapes.
Okay.
Hey, Michael,
So,
I'll
yeah.
also double check and extra tighten the ropes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Also,
they're
as I
like
said-
He's been trying to like get out of it, like get out of the ropes, like writhing, but like you're not to hold tight. Almost like there's like no difference.
I'm also like bound to a pillar as well.
Bound to a pillar.
Like as I said, like one of the structural beams.
What?
just
So
like-
you want to just tie him to it?
Yeah, I mean that's what I said the first time.
Okay. Like one that's collapsed, or one that's actually part of like the structure.
Yeah, as a part of the structure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like so, even if he can wriggle and worm, he can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll do that as well.
Yeah. He's resisting as you do it, but you're just like you know what you're doing.
I just like start whistling to myself whilst I do it.
You can see him roll his eyes as you start doing it.
I will then depart for the tavern.
Okay.
Wait, are you leaving him up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it you guys.
Okay.
I literally thought, right, I can polymorph him, take him to the town. Oh, he might scream at them. Like, just fucking leave him here. And I'll bring
Yeah,
him
I was gonna wonder how you were gonna like carry him to like the building. I was like, yeah, this
I'm
works.
tying him to a pillar.
Yeah. That's why I was confused. Like you're tying him to the.
Yeah, like,
Oh, gotcha.
one, even if he could scream, no one can hear him up here. 2, no one comes up here. 3, he's bound and gagged.
Right. Yeah, this works. So, us guys, because Ian's asked me to like not continue until he gets back when it's like everyone's gathering at the tavern. So, yeah. Let's take 5 minutes and we'll be right back.
Yep, sounds
Cool.
good.
Okie dokie. Just put the stream on. Be right back.
Did you guys do
I questioned the guy. I said, right, what shall I do with you? And he said, right, as soon as I'm out of here, I'm going to go to the guards, tell them who you are, spread a smear campaign across the entire city, and get you executed. I said, okay, then I'm not going to release you. So I tied him up, I re-tightened his gag, and then just left with him at the top of the clock tower. So, yeah, I'm going to the tavern now.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll go to Caliban. Caliban, did you just like go to sleep then, basically?
Yeah, I pretty much just
Okay, so you get a decent sleep in. You get a long you get a long rest.
Hell yeah.
But then towards the end of it, you hear a on glass. Knock on glass. Yeah.
It's
coming
I suppose it would be a clear window, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's coming from your window. You can hear.
Is the curtains closed?
They are currently closed, yes.
Good. I'm just. No. Okay. I'm gonna get up and. Oh, wait. Fuck it. Yeah, you know, I'll take a look. I don't know if Caliban would stay in bed because after everything happened, he'd most likely stay in bed.
You're gonna stay in bed?
No. Okay.
What are you doing?
No, he hasn't. Oh, I can't do what I was originally gonna do because it wouldn't make sense yet. So. Fuck it. I'll just look. Oh yeah. I'll take a look.
Okay. So you open the curtains. Are you opening just like that, or are you just like peeking through? Okay.
I'm gonna peek it as quiet.
Just peek through, and you are met with a bright yellow eye. An eye that's familiar to you. It's Durr.
Oh, it's
You just shout. You just hear him shout as you see him. You just hear him shout through like the muffled because the window is closed. Hi.
I start chuckling as I try and open the window. I'm supposed to. Actually, is it openable?
Yeah. You're able to open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna chuckle, say hi, open up the window, and get him in.
See, Durr just sort of ducks down as the window opens up over him, and then as soon as it opens, he just like dives in with Benham's ghostly form behind him as well. Hello, Caliban. We've had quite the adventure. What have you been up to?
I just point to the bed. As you can see, the bed's all messy, like it's half on the floor. You see my little booties, like, kind of just fell off onto the side.
Well, good to see some of us have had a relaxing time.
I'm gonna point at him, actually, and say, what the fuck do you know about that dwarf?
You see his expression becomes a lot more solemn. God's fucks. George, can you...
Oh, okay, fisty
George.
Start
George, let him out.
Damn.
2 seconds, guys.
Quickly, guys, how do I beat a ghost?
How do you beat a ghost?
Yeah, he's barking at me now. I got fisticuff him.
Yes, you are.
I don't know, how do you beat a ghost? You're dead, so.
Yeah, I got
one. You're already winning, bro.
I'll just eat a sandwich in front of him. Just look at him.
Cecily, stop going on. For the love of God.
So, wait. Technically, Ormatath, you haven't had a long rest yet.
Yes, I have.
No, you got woken up still on the same day, so it'd be a short rest, wouldn't it?
Well, I mean, I assumed it was a long rest.
Yeah,
Like,
you all got... Caliban and Ulmuth got a long rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, come back to the conversation. You see Benham's expression goes a lot more solemn. And he says, like, very quietly, I think it's best if I, explain once everyone else is back here, because... But I can tell you recognize him, and that raises some questions.
I'm just gonna point to my head. Yeah, I recognize him, alright.
Indeed. Okay.
At some point soon, I'd probably end up coming back in.
Yeah, I was just about to say, Elion, it's about, like, 10 minutes to midnight, and this is probably when you probably get back to the tavern.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How are you doing anything special as you're, like, going in?
Do I
or...
know of a back entrance?
There's a staff entrance, but, not a back entrance for, like, customers. And, if you use the staff entrance, like, you'd probably get a bit like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out.
Okay, so I will try and as quietly as possible, but not like suspiciously quiet. Trying to like just sort of walk through and go immediately to my room.
I'll keep your charisma-based stealth check from before, just like for like keeping out sight. You're able to just duck your head, keep hood over, and just stay out of everyone's sight. It's gotten a little bit busier now. Like people are like in drinking, so you're able to like make your way through the crowd without really being noticed, and you're able to make your way upstairs to the rooms. You can hear conversation in Caliban's room, by the way. Once you go up, there's some talking between him, Durr, and Benham.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will do what I'm gonna do next quickly, and that is go into the room and pack all my belongings.
Okay. Yep. That's okay. Yeah. So yeah, you do that. Ulumatath. Yeah. It gets about 5 minutes to midnight. This is probably when you would arrive around the area of the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
I am just gonna walk in the front door.
Okay. You walk in. One of the tavern girls is like, "Hey, Ulumatath.
Hey, all. How are you doing?"
Oh, busy. She says she's like serving like 4 guys at the same time.
Whoa.
Fuck's
I
sake.
say it's a different kind of pub.
Damn it.
Damn, she really did a good job.
Okay.
Say, women can multitask.
Jesus Christ. So you're just heading upstairs?
Yes.
Okay. Again, like the same. Elion, would you have closed your door behind you as you were packing your stuff?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. You can hear a bit of commotion going on in Elion's room, and you can hear conversation in Caliban's room with him, Durr, and Benham.
I will go into Elion's room.
Okay.
The door would definitely be
Yeah.
locked.
So yeah, I'm assuming you would knock and not just like kick the door down.
Right. Okay, so both out of character and in character, I don't know what's going on in that room because I completely blanked out.
Okay.
So all I can hear is voices, and it's just.
You hear voices in a different room. In Elion's room, you can just like hear a bit of commotion, stuff being moved around.
Yeah.
My door would be open.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's fine. I'll like just like give a wave to into Caravan's room. And just, Elion, I have to speak with you.
I will open the door and I say, what is it? Come in.
Yeah, I'll step in.
And I'll close the door and lock it behind us.
You can see that Elion's been packing. Ulumatath.
Where are you headed?
Oh well, I assume you guys had the same idea. We're not necessarily in a safe position right now, and I don't think this is the best place for us to stay, at least for now.
Well, where are you proposing we go?
I was going to propose perhaps we take refuge in with the lighter Fascar until we maybe get our grounds. At least I'm going to go head to maybe our bars. Well, maybe not directly. Maybe by the other route that we know of.
Well, I can quite confidently say it's been a matter of hours. They do not know where we are.
Oui, but we're not necessarily the most quiet people. I don't want to bring unnecessary trouble to the people here. They have been very hospitable.
I'll reach into my bag of holding and pull out this journal. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh, this is what you found in the manor, yeah?
Yes. There's a part of it which concerns you, which is why I'm saying it to you.
Oh, oui, okay.
I'll just I'll in character and out of character read through what is said.
Okay. Do you want me to copy and paste? Oh,
No, I will not be telling him all of it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm mostly telling you about this, the last part of this section, and it reads that it's talking about how even despite setbacks, he's hoping his plans come to fruition and shit like that.
Okay, we.
But there is the last part which I thought I would telegraph to you. That is and I'll turn this section over and show it to you. I hope the Lady of the Dead fulfills her end of the bargain.
Oh. Oh well, this is the. I assume, is there any more detail or?
That is all which is mentioned in your regard. The only other thing is that it seems like it wasn't random that we were targeted the initial time. It seemed like it was a coordinated thing.
Definitely, is there stuff? I don't mean to pry. Is there stuff in it relating to everyone as a group?
It only mentions me stuff to do with me and stuff to do with you.
Okay.
But
Venom and Caliban are also related as well to
yeah.
Just right.
So,
So it is very clear that it was definitely targeted, no?
Yeah, definitely. So yeah. And it also confirms that Pythos was just a lackey.
That is what I assumed as well, and I assume Israel is of the same sort of.
I mean, yeah, I asked
Position.
him, and I asked him himself, and he's a pawn.
Israel?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, Keliodor is who you were talking
sorry.
No, Keeldor Ithranel.
Yeah.
You're both right. Yeah, he's right. Ithranel's his surname.
Yeah, I spoke with him. He's a pawn. He has no quarrel with us.
Well, what do you mean? When did he tell you this?
About half an hour ago. He's at the clock.
You went by to the manor?
No, he's at the top of the clock tower.
Oh yeah, because
What
Leon
do you
doesn't
mean?
know you took him.
I took him out of the manor when we were leaving.
You did?
Yeah, I turned him into a weasel.
Done.
I turned him into a weasel, stuffed him in my pocket, and fled to the top of the clock tower. And I tied him up, and I had a good night's sleep.
All my task.
I thought he might be useful.
But
I mean,
that's not how
I
things
asked-
are done.
I mean, I asked him straight out, like, if I let you go, what would you do? And he said, I'll go to the guards, get you executed. I'll make sure everyone in the city knows your name. So I just went, okay then. And I gagged him again.
Obviously, because you fucking kidnapped him.
I mean, he was already trying to kill us before that.
Surely you have some sympathy. Did we not save Lycia from this same situation? We cannot be doing what they want
But
to do to other people. We cannot be doing that to them.
But Lithium Vernon was not attacking us.
No, you misunderstand me. Lycia was kidnapped.
Yes, but
And-
she's good.
Yes,
This-
obviously.
This guy was actively
She was fortunate enough to be
And
good.
and this
This
guy.
man is being used, and
No, I
and-
talked to him.
he. I guess I'm
No,
not saying
he-
he's not an asshole, but
No,
that does not give us the right to
no,
do the evil which we have suffered to other people.
I-
Matas.
I talked to him. He's not under the control of Jafar. They
What?
came into an arrangement, and
Obviously.
in exchange for Jafar doing magical shit for him, he would give him like access to the council. They're not.
Obviously.
Yeah, they're not
I-
really one
I
controlling the other.
understand. It doesn't particularly matter whether he's magically controlled, does he have a deal or whatever. We cannot be going around doing these evil things.
It's not evil.
They're trying to portray us
I-
as these horrible people. They took us to in front of the council or whatever, and they were trying to portray us as these horrible people. If we keep on doing things like this, we cannot tell them that we are not.
Oh, I tried
on
giving
my
him
task.
tea. I was trying to be nice to him.
I want like Fesca. It's a fucking shithole.
Yeah, so why not try and make it better by removing the corrupt politicians?
It is still my home, Ulmatas.
Okay. Well, is your home
I've lived here all my life.
is your home better without a corrupt politician in mind?
It is definitely not better if I'm branded as a criminal.
But I mean, no one actually saw us take him.
What? Except from him.
Yeah, but I mean, I was thinking about this as well. If we obviously we can't look after a prisoner this whole time, so I was just going to give him to like the Fesca.
I don't think putting them into contact with him is gonna make anything better for them.
Well, I mean, like we can't really. Like, even if we left him at the manor, he would have spread a bad name about us.
Right, well, look, I
like-
don't really care what you're going to do with him, but
Yeah,
I don't really want a part of it.
We have to decide what we do.
No, you was the one who decided to take him.
Okay.
I told you it was not good. I don't want to be seen as what they are portraying us to be. I'm sorry. I cannot. I need a little bit of time. I'm gonna go to our boss. I will.
Okay. We'll probably all go there as a group, to be honest. But if you want time alone, that is more than okay.
Wait, yeah. Then I'm just gonna get my stuff, which I've already sort of packed.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head to our boss.
Okay.
We'll see you there. And I'll go and knock on Caliban's door after.
Caliban's door's open.
I'll still knock on the door. Like, make myself known.
It's like, okay, as a politeness, okay. You guys all turn to see, Ulupatat. Well, I say Caliban. You turn, along with and Benham, turn and see Ulupatat standing in the doorway.
Hello.
Ah, hello.
About time.
Hello, Ulupatat. It's a heated conversation, you were having with Elion. Is everything alright?
Oh, yeah, I procured, what's his name? Posh bitch with the guns.
Kildor Threnel, I believe his name was.
Yeah, that's the guy, I think. And I if we left him at the manor, yeah, he would have probably besmirched our name even more. So I took him out of there, and he's currently tied up at the top of the clock tower.
I'll leave that. Sorry.
If we were to leave him there, he would have given us a bad name, and we can't release him because he would give us a bad name. So I was mostly coming to talk to you guys what we should do with him. We can also question him, obviously.
Is Elion not coming?
He said he's going to Orobas.
Ah.
He doesn't feel safe in this tavern, and he also doesn't want the tavern to get caught in crossfire.
Wise.
Yes, I do completely agree with that. I think we should maybe move as well.
Move now, or do we want to wait a
much rush,
wait a moment?
Yeah.
You see Benham at this point, he's sort of like nods.
Whipping out his phone and sending a text message.
Alright, okay, Eliana.
You literally said you see Benham, and then you just like continue.
See,
texting
Benham
him.
sort of like nods a bit awkwardly and then just sort of like starts pacing the room a little bit.
Making you nervous, my friend?
It was more of the situation at hand.
Well, as I said, we either leave him there, and he besmirches his name, and then he comes back and attack us again, or we procure him and do something about it.
Forgive me, Ulumath, you are confused slightly. I did not mean the situation with Lord Ithranel.
Oh, you're that kind of confused. It is complete. I have plenty of friends who are like that. Like I am flattered, but I am betrothed.
For now.
Of course. But again, I think you are
He's
again.
not denying it.
I think you are confused.
No, I'm pretty certain I am betrothed.
Wait, was this just a fake dream I had?
I mean, if you want to come out of cupboard, it is fine.
Oh no.
I mean, you have been locked in book for a long time.
Excuse me,
I don't blame you.
I've been out of the closet for thousands of years. It's not a situation that needs to happen again.
Off the
Thank you.
Bookshelf. I came out of the library.
You can see he's sort of like.
Me and Doe are just looking at each other back and forth. Confused.
Almost half would just have almost half is being genuinely serious too.
I meant sort of the situation with me and Caliban had mentioned
no,
this.
I will leave room. Looks at bed, sees it messy.
Shit.
You're making this too easy, man. It's like...
Jesus Christ.
I mean, you was bound to.
Pretty sure there's a reason they call him fire knife.
Oh my god.
I was talking of the situation with the dwarf that we encountered in Ithranel Manor.
Oh yeah. What is that? What was the name of which?
Minogue.
Ithranel called him Manog.
I believe it was Caliban who called as well.
Oh, but I don't listen to Caliban.
Caliban just shrugs. I'm just gonna lay on the bed now. Just shrugs. I take it.
So you have encountered this person, Caliban, or?
Yes, I have. Painfully so for a few months back home.
What happened?
Well, just kind of look at a mirror. Actually, no, I'll get up from the bed. I'm gonna walk to the other side of the room where the little mirror is, just on the shelf. I pick it up. I'm gonna stroke my face and say, "I once was a beautiful dwarf. Now I'm this hideous birdman thing."
But you are still a beautiful dwarf, Caliban.
Okay, I know you were confused earlier, but I don't swing that way.
Of course, don't let me interrupt you. I apologize.
Minogue was a man I took into my home. So. Shut up! As I said it.
Jesus.
This campaign just got suddenly really gay. And Isaac's not even here.
That is beautiful.
Oh, they would appreciate this so much. Goddamn.
Minogue, from his story of which I was told when we first met, was outcasted from his clan many years prior and was struggling to survive. Back then, I was very kind. I saw pity, or it struck pity within me, and I took him into my home. After a few months, he I can't because I remember the story and I just.
Hey, it's your backstory. You tell it.
I did. I came back from the forge off to say, 6 months now, and the dishes was just all over the place. The kitchen was a mess. I see Minogue laying on the sofa or the couch,
like one of your French girls.
just laying there in a robe. And all I asked was no rent, but for him to do his share of the cleaning. And for the sixth month now, he had refused to. We took it into an argument of which resulted to this.
That's the reason you got.
Yes, it's why I'm a birdhead. He fled the town and my home since then. And since then, I took up my axe and been pursuing him ever since.
I thought it was something a lot more sinister than someone didn't pay rent and got annoyed with you.
Look, okay, someone takes you into your home, and they're not asking for payment. The least you could do is a few chores.
No, I'm not disputing the argument. It's a bit of an exaggeration.
He had magic. We just argued. There was a few shouts. He got angry, and then this. Okay, and so since then, I've been looking to chop his pretty little head off. Hence the axe.
But he's tried to kill you since then.
Well, now I'm gonna double kill him.
That is a bit of exaggeration.
Don't make me add you to the list.
Well, at least I know you're not gonna turn my head into a bird.
God.
Damn, he's got me there.
yeah, literally. You know what? I just look at Burnham and say he's got me there.
Yeah, that's
Right.
actually fair enough. Nothing I can do about that. Damn, nice one all the time.
Yeah, and that then since then was on my way traveling when those dark creatures came out of us, and here we are. I've been with you guys ever since. I miss home.
You just can just see like bewilderment on Omatav's face, like, wow. I thought like he genuinely like I thought it was something a lot more sinister than oh, my roommate didn't pay his rent and he got pissed off. Wow. Just wow.
Well, I am, for what it is worth, Caliban, I am sorry that you've crossed paths with this individual.
I fed him for 6 months. Now it's your turn. Firebeard, knife person, book thing.
So, how do you know him, Burnham?
Well,
Since we're sharing with class now.
It is,
to say he's your lover, I'm gonna be mad.
Why? Because that you took that right already.
it is quite a long story, so I think it's best that I start at the start.
That's how stories go.
First there were the
buddy.
dinosaurs.
I was born.
Oh, we're going that far back, jeez.
I'm afraid for the correct context, yes, we have to go. And it is far back. I was born almost at the beginning of the First Age. And from a very young age, I was extremely adept at magic. I do not say that to boast, I say that to be factual. It's just the truth. I was. And, fairly soon, after studying for many years, putting my mind at work, I became a teacher of magic. And, I recognize the irony in me saying this, but I live to teach. It is what I believe I have been put on this mortal plane to do. Share my knowledge with others.
We all look at Dur.
Well, we will get to him in a second. And so throughout the beginning of the First Age, throughout my over 400 years of life, most of it was spent teaching. But then my physical body began to fail me. But I wanted to carry on teaching, which is the only thing that I wanted to do. So I had arrangements made, processes happened, and although my body expired, I was able to live on past my death in this, and he gestures to the spellbook that Dur was holding. I lived in this book, continued to teach about over 2,000 years of the First Age, and for most of the Second Age. I was kept mostly secret by the powers of being in Landorf. For reasons, my knowledge was extensive and had a broad subject and these slightly dangerous, but still, I did not argue. I was still able to teach. And I enjoyed it. I loved it. I lived for it, even in death. But then, the war started. Or just over 800 years ago. And I was ordered by the powers that be, that my studies were to shift from less of a broad range of magical knowledge and more to train individuals to use magic to destroy, kill, harm. And if I did not, I would be locked away. However long. Possibly till the end of time. I thought that I could carry on teaching and, although be forced to teach more aggressive forms of magic, I could still instill a sense of right and wrong in my students. And that is when Mnog came to me. When I started teaching Mnog, he was already brilliant. He was by far the most advanced student. He was one of the first students I had during wartime. 800 years ago this was. I taught him. He was brilliant, but terrible. He took pleasure in harming others, seeing misery in anyone who was not him. Above all else, I could see that he desired power, his magical exploits. Eventually, I decided that I did not want to teach him anymore because he was a lost cause, and if he gained any more powerful, then the things he would be able to do would be too terrible. So I sent him from me away, haunted by what I'd seen from him. Then, a few years passed, and the dwarven town that I taught at, the dwarven school, was invaded by a force yet I still do not know. Caliban, can you give me a history check, please?
A history check. Okay.
Check.
Right. There it is.
17. You recognize, like, the way he's saying this, like an invasion of Landorf during the war. You recognize this as the Fuscarian invasion of the Landorf. They invaded the northern section, Landorf, and held it. Well, they didn't hold it, actually. They invaded, but basically, and they took over, like, the snowy area. If I drag you guys onto the old map. It's gonna stop me. Sorry. Fuscar.
200 years later.
Yeah, Fuscar managed to. You guys see that? Guys?
No.
Nope.
No, I assume you're pointing to here, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Like the snowy area of the Landorf. Hello? Yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Lag.
Oh, yo, Discord just
Still there?
Discord just had a massive lag spike there for me. Sorry, guys. Can you?
Are you back?
Yes, I'm back. Hello.
Sweet.
Cool. So you guys can see the world map now.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
So yeah, Caliban. Fuscar during the war held basically all of this snowy area. However, because of the weather, they could not advance anymore. So basically, the forces there held out until they basically starved to death, froze to death,
Okay.
and that area has been abandoned since the war.
Okay.
Venom continues. Forces invaded, entered the school, and I was trapped under rubble. The room I was in collapsed, and being in the form of a book, I was not able to do anything to prevent that. And for hundreds of years, That's how I lived. Underneath stone and dirt and hell. Being alone. Until just not very long ago, I was found again by a new student, and he looks to duh. A small, very excitable goblin found me when I found the most, and I began teaching again. But Monog being here, and you having met Monog, looks to Caliban, I taught him over 800 years ago. No, we dwarves, we are lucky to live to 400. So I do not know how he has managed to extend his lifespan. Mystery to me. And I am afraid that, from what that he is, well, at least the last time I saw him, he is much more powerful than all of you. That includes you, Duh. Third.
Caliban claps his hands and points at you very furiously. You can fix me. You taught him. He cursed me. You can fix me.
I'm sorry that I believe the whatever Caliban has done.
What?
I cannot cast spells in my form anymore. All of my power is channeled through Duh. I'm afraid that's not how it works for me anymore.
So, does that mean Dirk can fix you?
Not that I know of. Unfortunately, Durr is still studying the ways of the mage. And, this type, even if I was at the power I used to be, Caliban, this type of magic, I have not seen it before. Whatever you have, it's strong for me, or at least out of my realm of knowledge. I'm sorry.
Falls to his knees. Just Caliban's there on his knees, looking down, all sad and depressed.
Venom just bows his head a little bit. Venom just bows his head solemnly.
How could you do this to a man? He's broken.
When Monog first came to me, I thought I could change him. Turns out he has become far more terrible than I could imagine. I'm sorry, Caliban. I am.
Well, I suppose all I can say is live and learn. Pick a better student next time.
Well, I hope he looks to Durr. I'm still hoping I have.
You don't push it.
Anyway, Felix, to you, Tath, what do you think our plan is now? What's our plan of action?
Find Jafar.
Stop
I
calling
meant-
me Jafar. I've been hearing you say it all night.
Yeah. Haven't you know? But every single name I say is wrong.
I've noticed it. It's been bugging me.
At least I'm consistent.
I meant.
I even managed to slip in a lithium vernon. It wasn't corrected.
I noticed it. I've just accepted it at this point.
Yeah, you fucking better.
I meant more in the short term. What do we do now? As in, like, the situation here and now.
I think the main thing is figure out what we do with Ithran.
Well then, do we leave now?
I think so.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start back. Caliban just like shrugs and goes packs.
Benham gives a solid nod, a solemn nod. And he wills his spiritual form to go back into Durr's book. Or rather, he asks Durr to do it, and opens up the book. You see him slowly, like, drift back into the book. Okay, so you guys pack to go?
Yeah. Pack up all that shit.
Was you going to say something earlier on? Because I heard you go.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Milk if
We-
it'd be a good time to cut to me. Then.
Literally in a second.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you three, you will pack up to go. Get all your gear ready. It takes you like 2 minutes, 5 minutes maybe. But you get all your gear. Start heading down the hallway to the stairs to the bottom floor. You hear the doors of the tavern burst open. You hear a voice shout out. By order of the Fuscarian Council, we are looking for a small group of criminals suspecting of kidnapping Lord Kildor Ithranel. We are looking for a red-winged dragonborn, a black-haired half-elf, a wingless Aarakocra, and a halfling with a skin condition. If any of you seen this, you must tell us now, and we will be searching your property. And we cut to Elion. You have
The one saying it.
This is like we skip back like 15 minutes to you walking through the street to wherever your destination is.
Passing the guards about to go into the tavern.
Oh no, this is a while ago. This is literally like before like Caliban started talking.
That's usually the trope with this thing, like 15 minutes earlier, and then it walks past the guards who are now.
So, Elion, what you doing?
Did you read the message I sent?
Yes, I did. I'm afraid
Okay,
because of what you're doing, I can't just DM you with this. This has to be here. So we can't keep the secret out of character, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I didn't want it to be secret.
Oh, okay. Do you want to be a shit? You want to be a shit?
Well, I'm going to
Mhm.
go to the place which I told you about.
Yep.
It's midnight, right? It's past midnight.
Yes, yeah. I'd say it's like by the time you get there, I'd say it's about midnight.
Before I go in, I want to sort of do like a lap around whilst trying to be as stealthy as possible to make sure there's no one around in like the streets and stuff.
Make a stealth check and then a perception check.
Stealth, perception.
Okay, so you go to sort of be stealthy and you immediately just trip over a fucking. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. You're looking around, trying to look for someone, and you walk into a fucking lamppost or something. And the sound of it just dong, and it echoes around. You just look around shit. Doesn't look like anyone's around at this time.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to head in then if I see there's no one around.
Okay. So you head inside. There's a staircase that immediately. It's a very very thin building, so there's a staircase that heads up, and that's base to the top floor where thing is, and that's basically all there is. It's very decrepit, completely bad.
I'm gonna head up then.
Okay. You head up the clock tower, and you go to the top floor, and you see the sight of Kildor Ithranel, tied up, gagged, and standing against a pole of one of the beams of the clock tower.
I'm gonna go
You
and stand behind him.
Behind him, you can't stand behind him.
Is there's a pole, or is he against a wall?
He's it's a pole. It's a beam that's against the wall. It's you're not really able to stand behind him.
Okay. Well, I'll stand to his side then, and I was say
He's just glaring at you.
I've got my hood over my head.
Yeah, he can still see
Pretty
you.
sure he still knows it.
He can still see you.
I know.
Mhm.
I know, and I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you were brought here. I thought that you were gonna be left here to see the manor. I know that you may think that we are terrible people, but I like to think that we're not. I guess maybe we are two different sides of the coin. You are you are a nobleman. I'm a commoner, but I don't think I'm a criminal. And I know that you have fallen in with probably some dangerous people that you do not realize how dangerous they are. sure you've made a deal or whatever with this Jesra or whoever, and you you cannot be up for that. It happens to people sometimes. And I'm gonna go to my belt and take out one of my daggers.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. It cannot be helped, and you know.
Hmm?
I don't think we are bad people. I I I think we are good people. Sometimes we do the right thing, and you know. I I I I, I really hope we are good people. And I slit his throat.
Oh
Si-
shit! Okay.
Oh!
I
No,
didn't
I
think you would.
immediately knew that's what was happening.
I joke. Well, I did not think. Okay. This is where you ruined
I think you just
campaign.
gobsmacked Milk.
I genuinely did not see that coming. Holy shit!
I could see
Wow.
that coming from a mile away.
And I'm make sure his gag stays in, and start to like, when I know that he's dead, I'm gonna start to untie him, and Elion's sort of, he's got his hood covering his head, but he's quite fragile, and you would probably see his hands like shaking a little bit as he sort of starts to untie the limp dead body, and under his breath he's gonna say, I hope the next life serves you better. And he's gonna take the body of Ithranel down to the clock tower. This is like a ruined clock tower, right?
Yeah,
Mm.
it's decrepit.
Is there like floorboards that would be quite easily lifted up or something like that?
Oh yeah, but they've all got holes in them. So it'd be like, if you're trying to hide a body under them, it might be a bit difficult. You could try.
In that case, he's gonna take the body down into you know the sewer bit.
Yeah.
Sewers?
He's gonna take the body down into the sewers and start walking the opposite direction that he knows of the routes to
The Light of First Scar headquarters.
the Light of First Scar stuff and Orobar's house, and he's gonna go the opposite direction and then dump the body in like a, you know how sometimes there's like gates in sewers,
Yeah.
with, like the metal bars and stuff. He's gonna leave the body in one of those like sort of dead end areas and like underneath the water.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, I actually say there's
make
like, you get to a bit, but there's also, you find at that bit, there's also a bit like there's water spilling out into like a low down bit where there's actually like sewage water down there. And it flows to, you don't really know where.
Yes, a dignified death.
Although, you know, this is a coastal city, so you could guess that this probably flows into the ocean.
and in that case, he will dump the body into there then, and
Into the
as
sewage
he does
water.
so, he's gonna say under his breath, as he sort of leaves the body to flow off. He'll say, I hope the lady of the death treats you better than she has treated me. And then he's gonna head to Orobar's place via the sewers.
No, it's not Orobar's place, it's by the sewers. Oh, wait, you mean you follow
is
the...
Orobar's not connected?
It's connected, but
by the
okay.
sewers?
It's like on a good walk along the city, so like, and you don't really know your way through the sewers. You just know like your way from one
Can
entrance.
I make my way to the Light of
Make my
First
way
Scar,
downtown.
Yes,
and then to Orobar's?
yes, you can absolutely make your to the
Then-
Light of
then
First Scar.
he will do that then.
Okay, so you
And
do
then-
that. You make your way to like the Light of First Scar headquarters, doubling back, and then like following the route that you've followed quite a few times. Easy enough to know. You make your way through, and you see Harstrath there. Currently thinking over some plans. He's currently being talked to by someone else, and then he sees you come in, and is a bit shocked and says, and like immediately walks over to you. Elion, what the hell is going on?
He's gonna come. Elion's gonna compose himself a little bit. He's gonna.
I've received word that guards are looking.
What have you heard?
I've received word that there are guards looking for people of your adventuring party's description for something to do with Kildor Ithranel. What the hell is going on?
Well, that is most definitely us. So what happened was the we as I mentioned before, I went to see Janeway at her house, and we formulated a sort of idea that we could go and sort of view what Israel is doing and how his sort of behaviors have changed since he met the Jesraya person who was had become his magic advisor. And we went to the council, and in the council, the Jesraya actually spoke in front of the council, and he was talked about how he's the magic advisor, and he knew of our existence in the city. He knows the stuff we've done. He mentioned even the fact that we were probably linked to you guys, which I'm not particularly sure how they would know.
That is troubling.
That is definitely something that you should look into, because as far as I'm aware, the only people that we know you is you.
I will this, but what is this? What is the situation going on now? What has caused that?
Essentially, we left the meeting since we were quite worried that we had just been branded as criminals, and as we were leaving, we heard from Jesrai himself, and was told to meet at the manor, the Astronau manor where he was staying, and we made our way into there, and we had a little bit of a confrontation. It turns out that the Jesraya character, he's linked to all of us, all four of us in some sort of way. He knows the Lady of the Death that has plagued me in my recent years. And
quick pause, Ian. I think you've been saying the Lady of the Death. It's the Lady of the Dead.
Lady of the Dead.
It's the Lady of the Dead.
That's just an accent.
Gotcha. You carry on. You were the one doing it. You.
Definitely saying it. Lady of the Death.
I thought you said depth a few times, like from the abyss.
It depends what kind of angle you see her from.
Oh wow!
Near, far.
And so he's linked to the Lady of the Dead somehow, and he's the one who made Calaban looks. I actually don't know.
No,
that
you
yet,
do not.
And apparently he's linked to all of us. He knows Calaban somehow, as well as he knows Benham. And I assume he's also linked to Ulmatas as well. He clearly doesn't want us alive, yeah? Or at least he didn't want the other three alive. He did say that he would bargain with me, but I could not let that happen. So he managed to escape, and whilst we were in the manor, he brought in Isranau, who was clearly being used by Jesraya, and Isranau fought us, and he died. And
Wait. You have killed Kildor Ithranel. Am I hearing it? Right.
You idiot! It was an insight, man.
This is a problem.
That was my brother.
This is a problem. You are not safe in this city anymore.
Oh, I know. I understand that very much. I was hoping to perhaps. I made my way here to the clock tower entrance, and I was hoping to possibly stay and lay low a little bit at Orabar's place.
I do not advise
wait
that.
for maybe a little bit of the. No,
I do not advise that at all. If they know about you, if they know about some of the... Yes, as soon as possible. If it's if they know about your connections with us, then it's very possible they know your connections with Orobar, and it's very much not safe for him in the city, as well as you lot, as well as Unwatath's brother, Val. I can send words to them if you can go ahead and have words with him. Have a few words with him if you wish, but I do strongly suggest you get out of the city tonight.
I think they are probably going to head that way. The others, at least, they're going to go and go to Orobar's. If it's okay, would you mind sending someone to tell Orobar to send them directly here?
Well, you can head to Orobar's as well if you wish. As I said, having words, you can come along as well. I'm going to send someone. If what you're telling me is true, I'm going to send someone to Orobar's right now to have him leave the city, leave the country, probably.
Do you know of any ways to leave the city without the conventional going through the conventional routes?
Right.
Thanks.
I don't think we've had it that way.
You see, thinks. He scratches his head for a second, just thinking. I may know of someone. There is a sailor, captain. His name is Otto Rutherford. Ship is what I've heard. He's an old friend of mine. He is at the docks right now, preparing to sail. Possibly at dawn. He's known for taking on less than legal jobs concerning ships and sailing. If you spoke to him, dropped my name, he may be able to get you out of the country.
Thank you. I appreciate all you've done for us. So that one day, when our situation's perhaps a little better, we can do the same for you.
You have already helped us early on, and once I make a friend, I intend to keep it them.
If you ever need somewhere to stay, you know where Miss Crest is.
I don't actually.
I will take out. I will point.
It's like what the fuck is a myth crest? So yeah, you
Wait, have we not told him?
No.
Oh, we did not tell you about Miss Crest.
Can I just point out my
it is a town we are building down south in the wildlands. We are building it up, and it is basically our base of operations for now.
You have people there,
and we do. We have people, sir.
Good. Well,
we will probably end up going that direction.
If I ever need you, I will.
If we can.
I will send word.
Can I just point out? Right. Okay, we need to leave the city right now. By the way, if you need to contact us, this is exactly where we are. Hope you don't get interrogated.
Don't take backs. Don't take backs.
It is what it is.
No, I couldn't stop it anyway. I'm not there.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's happened. I trust Astra.
Yeah,
He'd take it like a champ, the interrogation.
There's magic in this world, Ian.
Oh yeah, true.
Whoops.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
Am I the only one that doesn't trust him?
What, as in, like, do you like, think his motives are, like...
The light of first car, I'm not trusting, because...
Really?
Exactly. Yeah, like, how are we supposed to... Or how are they supposed to know that we're affiliated with the Light of First God? They have a spy. There has to be a spy somewhere within. So
that's what I said earlier in the conversation. I told him.
I was sitting there thinking about it during the place when we were actually there when the thingy actually came out and actually pulled us all out. That's when I originally started thinking about it, but I didn't think too much into it because thinking hurt. But yeah, no, I don't trust him, and I'm not going to. Rook says 1 minute. I don't remember giving him permission though.
I don't remember the name of the guy with the boat.
Nope.
Boat
guy.
Boat guy. Nope. Na boat guy.
Sorry, dogs wanted to be that outside.
Well, real quick, what was the name of the boat guy?
So it's like I've got it written down. Otto Rutherford.
Otter.
Sounds like a
Otto.
I keep thinking of the guy Otto from Simpsons.
Alright, well, that is where we are. If you ever need us. If you ever need refuge, we'd be happy to,
I'll keep that in mind, Elion. He just holds out a hand for you to shake.
I will, shake his hand back.
It's been a...
My hand's a little quivery.
He holds it. He like takes a second to like hold it still. It's very fun. It's been a... I hope we cross paths again, as well as the rest of your friends.
Take care of Ferskar for me.
Well, we will do our best.
I know you will. And I'll start heading towards Orobars.
Okay. We cut back to Caliban, Ulumatrath, and Dur. You guys have heard this. It is, like, unmistakable what is happening. What you do?
Out the window? Out the window, guys? Or I could, the first guy which comes out of the corner, I can turn into Brontosaurus.
Wait. The funny thing is that you say that, and I was like, you know what? I could just disguise myself, walk down to the front, saying, "They're up here, they're down there in the room," and just walk out the front door.
Suddenly, Brontosaurus.
So what's your play?
Trap card.
What's your play?
I could just.
Well, me and Derek can go out the window. You can't. So
I could probably
You
morph myself
could.
into a guard. Oh,
You-
beast. Never mind.
It has to be a beast.
I cannot polymorph myself into a guard.
You and Ulumatrath could.
They're out the window.
Ulumatrath can
Yeah,
like go.
surely I can get out of a window.
It'll be a bit of a squeeze, but we can get through.
I'm gonna be back in a moment, guys.
No worries.
Alright.
So are you
We
just
just go out the windows.
so are you just doubling back into Caliban's room and going out the window?
Yes, I would like to cast a spell before I leave, though.
What is that spell?
Right. I could do the sensible one.
Or you can do
or
the
I could
fun
do the
one.
funny one.
I leave that option up to you.
Okay. So just before, so I'm assuming I'll wait. So
I'm gonna be
Caliban, what are you
helping
doing?
Dur out the window.
Yep, no worries.
After, what will you be doing? I mean,
What will I do afterwards?
It's like Dur's gonna make an acrobatics check to see how well he can land, like on the street below.
Would it be help because we're helping?
No, because like it's for the drop. Like all Caliban's doing is like basically lifting him up to the windowsill. You can't really. There's no real way that Caliban can help him like make the. Oh no! He just like. Dur just goes. He just stands on the windowsill, stays himself, yeah, and just lands face down on the street below. He takes. And takes.
I like imagine like he didn't get it yet. Caliban couldn't quite get him through the window, so like pushes him, and then all of a sudden just releases. And just
Yeah, he takes Dur takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall.
Okay,
Awesome.
Okay, Caliban, what are you doing?
God, I don't actually know. Like, where would
You can just jump out the window.
Yeah, no, but like afterwards, where the fuck are we gonna go?
Okay, let's go to the clock tower. We still have to talk to Itflin now.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. Let's head over there.
Yeah.
So jump out the window.
You jump out the window?
It's night. It's nighttime, isn't it?
It is.
So, just before I leave the window, I would like to summon 8 cows in the landing.
Okay.
On the hallway.
Okay.
At the top, from the top step all the way back.
Okay, so you just like sort of like run to like the top step of the stairs and just run to Caliban's door, just cow, just spawning left, right, in time with your steps. And like sort of in time with them spawning, they each also go murr, so like there's a murr, like a sort of in time. Exactly. And you get back to Caliban's room. Caliban, fucking hell, voice break. Caliban, if you're jumping out the window, can you give me an acrobatics check, please?
There's a acrobatics there. Did it go through? There it is.
4.
Ah, I broke an ankle.
The distraction of the cow.
You like to.
Can I disguise self so I have a not broken ankle?
That's not how disguise self works. So you watch Durr sort of dive out the window and land head first, and you're just like, huh, stupid goblin. I'll show you how it's done. Exact same fucking thing happens. You land.
Can I land on Durr? Can I aim to land on Durr?
Durr's gonna make a dexterity saving throw. But either way, you fucking hell! You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Who, me or him?
Caliban, you take 16 points of damage from. That's 3d6. Right. Okay. Right. I'm just putting. I'm giving you perspective. Durr, for his damage, rolled a 2, a 1, and a 2. You rolled a 6, a 5, and a 5.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, he does gonna make like that dexterity saving throw, which yeah, he makes. He manages to like sort of action roll out the way as you land, and he's just like as you land face down. Your nose is bleeding. Actually, no, birds don't have noses. Never mind.
I will then jump out the window.
You can. You can. Ulmatath, you can fly, so you're good.
I'll glide.
You're good.
Can I just point out, I like to imagine Caliban just like trying to run out the window, doesn't realise how close it is and falls out. The Lady of Death tries to get him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So, you guys sort of like
8 cows.
Caliban, you stand up, you guys gather yourselves, dust yourselves off, and just from like back in the window, back in the tavern, you hear the faint shout of "What the fuck?" as you can presume, the cows have been discovered.
Right, that will distract them and massively slow them down. I think we should get to the clock tower as fast as we can.
Yep. How far is it?
Clock tower's on the other side of the city, so it'll take you about 20 minutes to get there.
Okay.
15, 20 minutes.
I'm going to like. Do I have a cloak of any kind?
You have the cloak of many things.
I will deliberately try and cover up my wings and my.
Gotcha. You can fold your wings in, yeah, like easy enough. Yeah. It's like.
It's like even then they'd still be on show a bit, so I like make sure I cover them up.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm assuming you guys are trying to like make your way there without being seen.
Correct.
Yeah.
So go ahead and a collective stealth check for you three. See if Dirk, let's see if Dirk can save it for you. Oh, okay.
What do we need?
I'll say that
Hey,
you two.
a 34. That's pretty good.
There's you're a bit stumbly, like you're still like you're making your way through the city, like sort of like trying to keep hoods over your heads, trying to not be seen. There is a point about halfway along the journey where you two turn a corner, and there's guards right there, about like 20 feet away from you, and they're about to spot you when Durr just sort of like completely strength out of nowhere just grabs your two's like the clothes on your backs and just pulls you back around the corner, just manages to save you from being spotted. And after about 15-20 minutes of walking through the city, you get to the clock tower unseen.
Right, like open the door. In.
I'm gonna pat her on the head.
Oops.
Say good job.
Yeah, I was going to do the exact same thing.
I just saw that play, Otto Rutherford.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot I did that. So yeah, you guys managed to make your way in. You're pretty sure. Yeah, not been followed, not been seen. What do you do? What do you guys do?
Make our way to the floor with Ifna on. I've got a lot of stuff to talk to him about.
You guys make your way to the top. There is no Kildor Ithranel.
Investigation.
Investigation check.
I'm just gonna look at Olmata saying, I thought he was here.
You.
I swear he was tied to that pillar.
It's like he just vanished into thin air, Olmatath.
Have you been drinking your special tea again?
No, I for once I had normal tea. Like, look, the cup is still there. And like pointing to a cup with tea in it.
There is a cup of cold tea that like you left for Ithranel. That yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Just like dash it
warm
off.
up in my breath and drink it.
Also
I'm
confused. He's
looking
gonna.
around.
Is also gonna make an investigation check because he's confused. Oh yeah. As you're like picking up the cup of tea, like and you just like sort of chuck the cold tea. You see Durr go off into the corner.
I drink the fuck it. I warm it up.
Oh, okay, fair enough. You see Durr go to the corner.
Don't waste good tea.
You see something on the floor and goes, nah. Like goes on all fours and licks something that's on the floor.
Okay.
What a legend.
Fucking Chad.
Fucking dirt.
What have you got there, my friend?
You look over and you see that there is a small blood splatter.
Hmm. I'll like rub my 2 fingers in it and inspect it. Clearly, it's blood. And
It's
you'll find.
it's clearly blood.
Track it, boy.
No!
I know, but it's worth a try.
Oh, what the fuck?
Come on, boy. Find out where he is.
No, do you smell him?
Durr's sort of like
Where did he go?
Durr's sort of like looking around, like still on all fours, like just like looking around, spots something and like just darts past the two of you and starts going downstairs. Going nya nya nya.
I'll follow him downstairs.
Yeah.
The most she gets to is the bottom of the clock tower. Then he looks at you and says, "Don't know." Gone.
I'll go back up.
Okay. Still the same site.
I'm going to look around for like a trail of blood splatter. Like if obviously there's been some kind of damage done here. There's blood drawn. Hopefully there's a trail of it.
So like you saw like because Durr pointed it out to you, like you saw that there was a trail going down. But the thing is like you can't really see it like.
Wait, so did the trail go all the way down to the bottom?
Yes. Now that like
Oh,
Durr was following it and was pointing it out to you as you were going, and like you can see that, but like you can't really see it going anywhere else.
Wait, so do you mean like it goes out of a door, or
It goes out the door at the bottom of the clock tower, but then like out into
or
the
onto
street.
the street and shit?
It goes out onto the street, but then literally the second it goes out the door, it's like trail's lost. You can't really tell.
Yeah, it would have been trampled or something.
More just like the blood hasn't really been splattered, or you just can't. Ever.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can tell like from that his body was removed.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to cast a spell.
What is the spell?
Locate object.
What are you casting it on?
Ifnel's body.
Technically, it is
which-
an object at this
Yeah,
point.
no. This was a debate that happened in Jake's campaign. Dead bodies are technically objects in D&D.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
you cast locate object. Sorry, copy and paste the description into Roll20 for me, so I can read exactly what it says.
Locate object. Do you want me to read it out or just send it?
Post it.
It's
Send
quite
it.
a small description.
Yeah, just send it so I can. Scratch. Yep. Cool. Okay, so you pass this, and a pinging goes off. It's pinging like, and it's moving. It's sort of like you know in video games where you got like the cursor like telling you go this place. You can sort of see
Marker.
exactly. Yeah, it's sort of like it's pinging every now and again, every 2 seconds or so. It's moving northwards, and it's below you. About a couple north east of you a little bit, and it's just slowly moving northwards below the ground.
Okay. Would I know of any of the subterranean shit?
You know of the sewers.
Yeah, I mean, I would know about that.
Yeah.
I'll immediately find the closest entrance and tell the others to follow.
Which is the one that you first went down. Remember?
That's what I thought.
Yeah. It's
guys,
literally right next to the clock tower.
Yeah. Guys, the body's gone this way. Come with me.
Okay.
I thought you weren't gonna kill him.
I didn't.
You can insight check if you wish, Caliban.
I'll pull out my 4 daggers. I'll pull out my 3 boomerangs. I'll pull out my Yakul, my dragon fangs. All of them clean of blood.
I pick up dirt and hold them towards the knife so you can sniff to make sure that they're actually clean.
my hand axe too, and my darts.
Fucking
All my
how
10
many
darts.
weapons do you have?
And my revolver.
Nothing.
Oh, I had a lot.
There's scenes in movies where they just keep pulling shit out.
Yeah. He looks back to you, Caliban. It's nothing. No.
Huh.
He's a bloodhound now.
He's a sniffer dog.
He is Bloodhunder.
Bloodhunder from Grathunder.
So you're heading down, finding that entrance to the sewers, and then just trying to follow as best you can the signal. Okay. You head down, drop down, and you go the opposite way of where you have gone in the past, which would be to the Light First Guy headquarters, and go instead following this ping. It's a little bit of a way, maybe like a 5-minute walk through the sewer, until eventually you get to a section where there is sewage water flowing down from like a big pipe that's like on the right to you, and there's a big like indent in the floor of sewage water. There's a small walkway, maybe like a foot, 2 feet long, on either side that you can walk across, and you can see that like the ping that you're getting is basically following this stream of water, of sewage water.
I will follow it.
You follow it for maybe like 5 minutes, and you find Theodore Ithranel's dead body face down sewage water.
I will immediately pick him up.
It's obvious, you don't need to do a check for this, but as you like lift him out the water, you can immediately see that he's got a slit throat. He's still gagged and bound.
Yeah. I will untie his bounds and gags.
Actually, Elio, did you undid them, didn't you? Okay.
Yeah, I would have taken them off.
Okay, never mind. He doesn't have those then. He's just like floating freely in the.
I'm half tempted to think, well, I know this isn't Elliot because he's not buried. No, so is this like one of those sewers with like the stone siding and then a trough in the middle?
The fuck's a trough?
So it's like a canal of sewage water.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 walkways on each side.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much. At least this section of the sewer is.
Without standing in the sewage water, I'm going to try and pull him out and put him on the side.
It's easy enough to do. You like grab a hold of like the edge of his clothes and just sort of like reach in, grab him.
I get a stick and like pull him.
In my immersion, dead bodies don't float.
They go in sewage water, which is more dense than a person.
No, they don't.
They do in my world, motherfucker!
A dead body has no
Don't
oxygen.
fuck with my vision! Don't
Ian,
fuck with
Ian,
my
Ian,
vision!
you're wrong. You're wrong. This isn't a person. This is a piece of shit.
Shit
You
floats.
got me.
Shit floats.
Shit
Okay,
floats.
so.
The cream rises to the top, but the shit floats.
Oh
man.
my
So-
God.
So yeah, you're
love
able
that
to like
movie.
sort of like, drag his body to like the edge of the water and just sort of like flip him over onto the like.
Okay.
Immediately sort of like pounces on him, sniffing, and just like sniffs at like the slice along his neck. Found it. Just points to the wound.
Well done, though, and I'll pat him on the head.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Well, what do we do now, genius?
You think I had plan?
More of a plan than Shorty over there.
We both know he doesn't plan much.
Well, who would have done this? Everyone was trying to kill us or
And
arrest us for attacking him.
What's more curious is no one knew he was there, apart from me and everyone. And when I went to you guys,
Dur, you do this?
No.
Just look at Dur.
If I do it, I fireball.
No.
If I do it, I fireball him.
Yeah, it wouldn't be discreet nor could he carry the body.
I do this, and he casts firebolt at the dead body.
Wait, isn't Elmwood holding the body?
No, it's on the
May
floor.
I do a reaction of absorb elements just to stop him from hitting?
I'll say you can like try to do a grapple check to stop him from like just like no, it just close his hands before he can do the incantation. Okay, if you both want to do it, yeah, it'll be like you can both do a grapple check, which is athletics.
Jesus Christ! Some respect for the dead.
Athletics,
I'll just-
athletics checks.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, athlete, okay.
Oh,
23.
yeah.
Oh, he does
Caliban,
anyway.
Caliban, you're a bit like oh shit, you're a bit behind of it, but Ornamentath, you being right next to him, you're immediately able to just like clasp your hands over Dur's hands and like, no. Go.
Elmwood is used to this.
I'm used to this fucking.
Dur just like, no. Sulking a little bit now.
I will put Ifrinel down, like lay him out straight, have his hands on his chest, and just, well, we better get moving. Elion said he was heading to Urabar, so let's best head there. We can tell him about what happened.
Okay.
Hey. So, are you heading to Orobar's via the Light of Ferskar? Or are you...
It would probably be the quickest way, wouldn't it?
And probably safer.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So, we'll cut back to Elion about 15 minutes earlier.
I'm going to go grab a drink.
No worries. Elion, unless you're going to do anything else at the headquarters of the Light of Ferskar, you are free to make your way over to Orobar's place.
I would do, yeah.
Okie dokie. Yeah, about 10 minutes passes of you just making your way through. Making your way, you know the way at this point. You see the ladder to his little small house. You sort of bash your fist on the trapdoor. And after a few moments, lock, swing open, and Orobar's there. Elion, come here, come. It's best you come quickly. Up now.
Elion's gonna stare at him for a moment, and then
Elion. Yeah.
he's gonna sort of kneel down and just sort of collapse and break down into his.
You hear a
I'll
shout.
hand back, by the way.
You hear a shout from behind. What is going on? I do not know. Duthal, come quickly. And Orobar he doesn't even bother going down the ladder. He just jumps down and sort of starts holding, and not holding's the wrong word, just sort of like puts his hand on your shoulder and just like is trying to like lift your face up, like, Elion, what has happened? Elion.
Am I am I a bad person? Or a bar?
Oh, this is a conversation. Let's get you upstairs. Drathal, help me! And you can see Drathal now has appeared at the top of the trapdoor. He sees you, Elion, and is like, Elion, take my hand, and reaches down.
I'll sort of grab it, sort of like clasp it, but like with fake, like no strength.
He
in my arm.
grasps you with sensing this. He just grasps you with absolute strength and just lifts you up.
Yeah, there would be like dry blood on my hand at this point.
Well, this. Oh well, okay. I'll get some things to clean this with. Orobar says, "Yeah, yes, that will be best. Leon, sit down," and he takes you over to the couch, sofa.
It was sort of
Goes and sits next to you. Just sort of like reaching up and like rubbing your back, and just wait. And he just waits.
It'll be like a solid like 2 or 3 minutes before early on sort of like lifts his hand up to his eyes and sort of rubs it a little bit, wipe away the tears, and are we bad people, Orobar? Do we?
Are you asking that as a you and your friends, or me and you?
Well, I know you are a good person.
I appreciate that.
If you do bad things for a good reason, does that make you good? Or does that make you bad?
That I am afraid that is a complicated situation. Depends on what you do, I guess. Sometimes when I was little, when I was a child, I was homeless. I lived on the streets. And I would often steal. But I would steal food. And stealing is bad. We are told this from the moment that we are born. But I had to. Because if not, I would die. Sometimes in life, either choose. You either have to make a bad thing happen, or you have to make a worse thing happen. So if you have done a bad thing to prevent a worse thing from happening, no, I do not believe that makes you a bad person, Elion.
I gasp.
We're not there.
Just
I know. It was my way of saying I'm back.
I just said, by the way, I'm back.
does doing good things ever makes the bad things feel less bad? Shut up, this is emotional.
No.
You monster. I really tried not to laugh.
Man.
You have a mute button, you fucking bitch. Okay, so
This is the most emotion Elion has ever shown.
I think anyone has shown.
Yeah, that is true.
a man can do many bad things. He can also do many good things. Doing good things, they do not wash away the bad things. However, doing bad things do not wash away the good. As long as you try and do more good things than you do bad, it's a balance, really. It's just not letting the bad things overflow. Living creatures, we are It's impossible for us to live an entire life without doing a few bad things. Some of them very bad.
Yeah.
But they do not erase the good we do.
I will try and do good things.
You already do
I
try
will.
and go through Zelion. I see that.
I hope so. And it's gonna maybe another couple minutes in silence.
It's at this point that to hear footsteps, the trapdoor that had not been closed yet. Footsteps coming of Caliban, Dur, and Ulmatath. You three, Harstrath would have like met you just in the light of in the headquarters, would have said, Elion's told me the situation. He's at Orobar's place now. Should go there.
What would he say the situation is?
He just says he just said Elion's told me the situation. He's at Elion's right now. It's gone on ahead.
I would say, yeah. No, I would say talking to.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
What situation? What do you know?
I know that you've killed Orithra now.
We haven't.
Elion said.
Okay.
I think this is a conversation that you should have with him. He's at Orobar's right now.
Yes, I think it is.
I've given you some help in getting out of the city. Elion can fill you in the rest, but I do believe you should go. Oh, and if you're going there, tell Orobar and your brother that they need to country.
Okay, that sounds.
Probably not with you three. They tell them that when you leave, they should come here. We get them out ourselves, but it's best you do not together.
Yes. How are we going to get the horse and carriage out?
I can have someone. Elion has pointed out where Mythcrest is. I can have one of my people.
I was going to look at that. Ask if you could possibly get it chauffeured down there.
I can have one of our people. I can have one of my personally take it to your town.
Thank you. I was thinking maybe getting Jothal to send it down.
Well, just
if he has to leave country anyway.
Drothal is very soon to be wanted, so I think getting out of the country right now is going to be a bit difficult. At least the more conventional means. Can you give me a second? My dog's being a fucking princess.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Boris Halfstraff. You got it.
Have fun with dog.
Have fun with dog. Wait, sorry. Was that you trying to do my accent?
Yes.
Go on, give it a proper try.
Oh God, no. I'm eating ice cream.
No, yeah, you could have said it, and then you chose to eat the ice cream so that
Shut
you didn't
up.
have to do it.
I don't know what you're on about. No, I'm still eating the ice cream. It's very cold.
At least it's better than doing an Ellie on accent.
That is 100% not the accent I do.
Can I just point out? Orobar is like, being bad isn't bad and being good isn't good. It was just like, so you can be good, but not too good, or you can do bad things, but not all good things will redeem. Like fucking Boris Johnson with COVID-19.
I liked it. Okay, I liked it. It was good.
What, the Boris Johnson impression, or?
Okay.
Don't go outside unless you cannot go outside.
Don't make fun of me! Don't make fun of me! Don't make fun of me! Shut up! Okay.
You can be good, but not all good things repair the bad things.
Okay. So.
But sometimes good things do repair the bad things.
Okay. So. Are you just like making your way like now to where?
Yes.
Sorry, my brother's also being a princess because he has to take the dogs outside.
Oh, would you get them out?
The heresy.
So,
I did when I got mixed up. When I had let them out. And I think it's quite fair because you always swear at me, so I think
George.
it's fair.
George.
How fucking dare you say I swear at you?
What the fuck are you on about? Mortal Kombat, dun dun dun. Milk versus George.
I think George was angry at the dogs, to be honest.
I don't think the dogs can swear at George, mates.
Maybe.
Whatever the case, they're right bitches.
Right. Okay.
Oh my God.
So,
Wow.
Are you guys? So it's at this point that you guys would be like, sort of getting to the bottom of the ladder of Orobar's place, and what is out of the ordinary is that the trapdoor is already open.
I probably wouldn't say anything, because I mean I figured out what's happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm annoyed. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna poke my head up and immediately try and look for Elion.
You poke your head up, and it's sort of like you're able to see just out of the cupboard area that like the trapdoor's in. You can see Drathal over in the other room, like in the room that like Elion was having his moment in before, and
emotional breakdown.
And to the right you see in the sort of the living room area is Elion sitting on the sofa with Orobar next to him, and you can see that Elion's having he's in a bit of a state.
Is he crying?
Yes. Well, actually, Elion, would you have stopped crying at this point?
At this point, I probably wouldn't be crying, but I'd be like
Emotional.
You can tell he's
like,
been crying.
Yeah, hyperventilating a little bit. Like
when Calvin's
You
head
know?
is shown, he'll look at Elion and say, "Sup, princess?"
It's Ulmatath who's like currently like in the thing. Ulmatath, how do you?
Why did you say it is Ulmata?
Oh, whatever. It's you who's like sort of like got your head poking out the trapdoor. That's the sort of situation you see.
I'm not gonna wait. So what has anything been said so far then?
No, it's silent. From what you've seen, it's just been silence so far.
Okay. I'm gonna I'm assuming Elion would notice me immediately.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
No.
Oh yeah, then yeah. Pretty much as soon as you sort of poke your head out, Elion, you notice in your peripheral that
I would not notice.
No, it's I was taking passive perception.
I was going on the fact that I am currently not focused on too much right now.
Okay, with a nat 1, sure.
If I rolled high, then I would have noticed. If I rolled
Sure.
low, then
With a nat 1, you have no idea. You're in a bit of a state. You don't really like notice him at all.
Okay. So what should I say?
Should you
Well, how
say?
about you?
Caliban, Caliban, Ulmatath has
uh,
been like for like a solid like 20 seconds.
No, I'd say I'm literally just like there, standing, watching Elion, arms crossed, waiting to see if he does it.
What, on the ladder?
No, like I
was gonna say, hurry up.
No, sorry, I assumed that I would have like fully walked into the room.
No. Your head is poking out the trapdoor.
Oh, I'm going to fully walk into the room, not saying anything.
You sort of like head in, Drathana to brother, you're here. I'm not exactly heard what's going on, but your friend is having a. And Orobar looks over to you. Elion, you notice then Ulmatath is here. Orobar look.
The second I notice, Elion is gonna sort of like
Compose yourself.
take a deep breath in his nose, and then he's gonna look at the others and go, "We must go. We must leave. We must. It is not safe for us here anymore."
Okay. One second, brother.
Hastraf has told me about a person called Otto Rutherford, who we can use as a passage out of the city without any issues. We should make our way soon before it becomes light again.
I'm gonna walk straight up to Elion. Like in front of. So if you're sat down on a sofa or a chair or something, I'm going to stand in front of you. Would I notice the blood on his hand?
At this point, it was being cleaned off. Like Drathar said, he's going to get some stuff.
I didn't hear that part. My mistake.
He said he was going to get some stuff to clean it off, like way before you got here. So like that's happened in the time between.
Okay. Do you have any? Where did you go after you left tavern?
I had some things to do.
Like we're in quite a lot of danger right now, and you decided to run errands.
I had to. tie up some loose ends.
Well, share. Why don't you? We are a group after all.
I killed Oether now. Because you took him. And you kidnapped him. You gagged him and left him to starve at the top of the tower.
No, I left him at the top of the
Yes, you did.
tower. So
You
I
left
could
him
get
with
you
no
guys.
intention. You had no intention of returning, and you said that. You said you left him.
No, I said.
And I killed him because he's already seen. What do you want me to
Elio,
do? Do
I
you, what,
said.
what are we supposed to do? Shut up, Ulmatar.
No,
Shut
no.
the fuck
No,
up, Ulmatar.
no.
I don't want you to fucking
No,
talk.
how do you think I fucking
Listen
feel?
to me.
No.
What the fuck do you think we are supposed to do? You have kidnapped a fucking Fescarian council member. You think we should just fucking let him go? This is the country I fucking grew up in. Okay? This is the country I've spent my entire life. And you have taken him, and you have tied him up, and whatever the fuck you're gonna do with him, whatever. It does not fucking matter. Let him go, kill him. It doesn't fucking matter. We are criminals now because you did
Elion.
that, and
Elio,
we are.
we were criminals long before that. I left him
We
at the
were not.
tower to come get you guys so you can talk to him. I've talked to him myself.
It does
I
not
wanted
make
you
a
guys to
fucking
talk.
difference
But
if we
you-
talk to him or not. If we let him leave, he brands us as criminals for the rest of our lives. If I kill him, there's not as much evidence.
You
And-
kill a bound, defenseless man in no blood. You kill him and leave him face down in sewers.
What is the difference?
I would have thought you of all people have respect for death.
Oh shit.
That does not matter. If whether you die peacefully or you die in battle, it makes no difference.
But
What is
regardless,
the
a person
difference?
should die with honor.
He died with happiness.
Please, pray tell, how did he die with happiness when having blade to his throat?
I did not straight up kill him. I
mean,
made him believe that I was letting him go.
So
Why does it make a difference, Ulmatat?
because
What I'm saying is, I told you in the manner to let him. I left a note, and that note showed him that we showed mercy on him. It was an opportunity, whether it worked or not. It was an opportunity for us to not be in the wrong.
well, pardon
think
for
with
not
the
reading
council.
notes.
It's not about reading notes. It's about you did not take the words that I gave you, and you took him without telling me. And you walk into my room and you say, "Oh yeah, no, I just kidnapped the Fescarian council, and I've made you a criminal."
We were already criminals.
We weren't already criminals.
He announced in
We
front
won.
of an entire
No, a magic. Were you
audience?
there? Were you? A magic advisor said that he had no proof, but he thought we were doing bad things.
And then they tried to kill
There
us.
was entirely the opportunity.
Look,
Just read chat.
I stubbed my toe. I take 1 damage.
I hope I'm not interrupting things. You guys hear a voice. Harstrath has...
You just see four devilly angry eyes just stare. I presume Elion as well.
Harstrath
I would not.
Harstrath
and
has... Harstrath has, stealthily or sneakily made his, heard the argument and he's been like, what the... on as going up the ladder, as silently as possible, and just made his way, and announced himself, Elion, I forgot to mention as you came through.
Where?
So, I've just gotten word now that, the city is on lockdown. So I very much advise against this, what you want to do, but reaches into his pocket. Yeah. Hands over, some...
I would take some.
You take it, see that is a documentation proving that this individual, known as... I've got the name. Ulvar Varys has a badge of the council. He is a half-elf, 26 years old, black-haired. Basically, there's no picture. There's just a description, and it's basically of you. And it's just saying that this is a badge. Identification.
Like, would I see what this is?
Yes, you are right next to him. You absolutely see what this is.
I'm audibly gonna audibly and visibly throw, you know how it is, you turn, throw one arm in the air and just scoff, and I'm gonna walk off.
Okay.
Yeah.
You walk off, go into the next room, and you see that Calibander and Drothal are just in the other room. Caliban's having his ale, and Durr is just doing his own thing. Drothal is just oh, this is awkward.
I'm going to walk out the front door.
Okay.
I will look at Harstraff and I will say, well, thank you. Would it be possible to ask and as a tiny favor?
You would hear a door slam at this point, Elion.
Okay. I will ignore it, and I would say,
yeah, I thought so.
Is it possible to amend this slightly?
And what?
The documentation.
Probably not.
Ah.
As I said before, it's very hard to forge these. That's why I could only get this to you now.
That is fair enough. Thank you. It may not be useful now, but this thought is what counts.
He just gives you a nod. He senses that he's oh, I've walked in at the wrong time. And he just gives you a nod.
With the city being on lockdown, would it make the passage out of the city via the Otto Rutherford a little harder, or?
He knows what he's doing. He has some practice in the not so legal work of sailing.
Okay. And what did he look like?
He is an older halfling man. You'll know him when you see him.
Okay. Well, thank you for your help. We
I'm sorry.
we really do appreciate it, Astras.
Just gives you a nod.
Stay safe.
Well, do my best. Or, but I'm not sure if they have time to tell you, but I've suggested in the city. Orabar replies, yes, I was thinking the same thing. Just the little conversation there. So Harstrath gives you all a nod, and says over to the people in the other room, Caliban, Drothal, and fortunes to you all. Thank you for everything. Heads back down the ladder, closes the trapdoor. That's what last you see of him.
I'll walk into the other room. We should get going.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Caliban just chugs the last bit of his drink and stands up.
Yeah. Durr just walks up to you and says, "Why fight? I'm confused."
It's okay.
Confused is a big word for Durr. Would he really say that?
So, I've noticed that last session, Durr was a bit more what's the word?
Linguistic?
Sort of, yeah. And that sort of makes sense, because Durr has been around, you guys a lot. He's been around part of society for the past few months, so it makes sense that his dialogue has become a bit more complicated.
Sophisticated.
So there you go.
Make sure you tell Isaac that Durr has learned confusion as a word.
Okay.
Maybe one of those magic books he's gotten is actually a dictionary.
So, you guys head outside? Yeah, I've read it.
I just thought I'd make sure.
So yeah, you guys head outside. Drothal and Orabar, they're gonna stay. They're gonna make their own way out of the country. But you three, you head outside, and Ulmatath is not there.
Is there any? I'm gonna have to roll an investigation, aren't I?
It depends.
But did he just not leave with us, or?
I'm gonna look around and see if there's any sign of him.
Make an investigation. Are you looking for him, like specifically, or are you looking for like just like clues that would suggest where he is?
Clues where he is, because if we don't originally see the 6-foot+ giant, I'm gonna assume he's not around. So
Investigation.
I'll do the same.
Okay.
I would actively look.
Okay.
it's too
Oh,
dark.
wait,
Caliban's
wait.
vision's obscured.
Milk, I have to ask, does this relate to...
I don't know. Unmachath, are you a faith feeder undead?
Well, about this.
Oh shit! I've just spoiled his backstory. Fuck.
My mother was a fae. My father was an undead.
I mean, I'm a druid. That is kind of believable.
Oh right, yeah, good point. I'm gonna shut up.
No, I'm not a fiend. Fae, fiend, or undead.
So he rolled a natural 18 plus his modifiers. Like sort of like he steps down the little 1-2 steps up to the door of place. Steps down, looks around and points and like sort of spins around in a circle, pointing to the ground. Says, "Yuck."
I was half expecting him to go on all fours, start smelling the ground.
He's not.
What do you see there?
You see now that there is pointing out like sort of little dust particles have sort of been like separated in like a well, I say perfect, almost perfect circle. Recognize this as like what sort of happened if something took off suddenly. The dust sort of like passed away, suggesting that Ulmachath took off.
I'll look up. Do I see anything?
Make a perception check.
Do we have Ulmatath's phone number? Just call him to come back. Sorry, Searing Stone.
See, the Sending Stone.
Sending Stone.
Thing is like one of those is with.
Which we need to call at some point.
Ulmachath, how far away would you be? Chath?
I know. I'm thinking.
Basically, would a 20 perception check enough to see you?
I don't.
I'll let
think
you.
so.
I'll let you.
Purely because line of sight.
Okay, fair enough. Don't get you. Don't. Out of a base, just look up, around. No. See him.
What's our town called again?
Cellfall. Oh, your town. Mythcrest.
Yeah.
Mythcrest.
Why don't we head back to Mythcrest, regroup, and kind of plan the next step? Because honestly, up here in the northern part, we're kind of shit's hot. We need to get out.
I agree. That is wise. I think Golmataf can make his way back if he decides not to join us. He's a strong and capable man. He can certainly make his way out of here. Of that, I'm sure.
Wouldn't exactly call him a man, but yeah, you're not too wrong.
Well, it's up for debate here. Anyway, let's head. It will be morning late soon. We should probably head.
I'd say it's about like 2 in the morning at this point.
What season is it?
It's spring, I think.
So that means
It's either spring or summer. If I'm remembering right. I'll get back to you. I'll look at the calendar later on and just like get back on that.
By any chance, do you know any magics that could perhaps
Out
know any magic?
of magic. Out of magic.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Hasn't
Right.
long rested.
Well, let's
Convenient.
let's try and go as quietly as we can and as quickly as we can to the harbor.
Would Caliban know the direction of it? I don't know.
You've been to you know like without you know, okay, Elion's been to the harbour. Caliban, you know that like the harbour is like on the northern edge of the city. I mean that's where the coast is, so like it's safe to even if you didn't know, it's safe to assume that It's on the coast, which is along.
Also, Caliban doesn't like water, so Elion... He's going to look at Elion saying, you lead the way. I want this to go as slow as possible.
Alright, well, the sooner we get it over with, I don't particularly like the sea, though. But, I'll lead them through, like, a way to the harbor that isn't indirect, but it avoids main roads and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. It's at this point where, like, you're able to, like, make your way through the city. Actually, yeah, stealth checks, again. Trying to, like, keep out of sight. With advantage, because, like, you're all, like, you know, it's dark, there's not many people out, so, yeah, you've got advantage on this.
18, hell yeah. Finally.
Sheesh.
Do you want me to make one too, Matt?
Yes. If you're trying to stay out of sight with what you're doing, then yeah.
I would probably fly. But...
Yeah. Oh yeah, Elion.
Oh yeah, you don't do double advantages. Oh, fucking hell. Double 6.
So, we'll go with you three first. You make your way over to the harbour, dodging, keeping outside, going through alleys, like you said, like not going the direct route, taking more like, you know, tighter, you know, less seen roads. Eventually, you get to the harbour, and like, although the city was quiet for like where you were, once you get to where the harbour is, you can hear shouting, people working on the docks. Like the docks don't sleep. There's like work going on 24/7. Elion, you look around for a person of Otto's description, and eventually shouting to like people loading something onto a ship, about in the centre of the harbour. You see slightly older halfling man, with like sort of like greying, swept back hair and like a bushy like mutton chop beard. Wearing like normal sailing clothes, but he's also got like a sort of dark poncho on as well. You see him sort of like shouting to what you can presume are his crew, just like, get the fucking move on, come on, let's go, we're on a fucking time limit. Sort of that sort of. So.
Is he sort of around like boxes and stuff?
Yeah, I'd say yes. Like some of the boxes are being loaded on by his crew onto like ship.
I'm going to walk directly to him as if I have a purpose and go and pick up a box that's next to him. And walk past him and then stop when I'm next to him.
Okay.
To try and act like one of his ship guards. And then I'm going to not look at him when I'm speaking, but I'm going to say in a hushed tone so that he can hear.
What the fuck are you doing? Like he sees you coming towards you with one of the boxes, immediately recognizes that you're not part of his crew, and he's just like, it's my fucking property that you're carrying right there. You want to explain what the fuck you're doing?
Harstrath said that you have quite a comfortable ship.
Ah, looking for passage.
And we've brought gold, and
right.
Require a safe journey out.
Are your friends over there also look for passage as well? He looks over to Caliban and
just waves.
3 of us in total, maybe 4, but I cannot guarantee the
4th. See that fucking 4th bloke before we fucking set off. Now listen, listen.
I would pay for all 4, and if only 3 of us get on, then only 3 of us get on.
No refunds.
No refunds.
Now, gotta ask you before we fucking
wanna go. Fiend or undead?
Gotta. Fucking hell. Jesus.
I gotta ask you, are you fiend or undead?
Fucking hell.
I gotta ask, because I'm doing perception.
Right, that's fucking hell. Gotta. Jesus Christ. Right. Gotta ask before we do any more fucking negotiations. You wishing for the winds on the horizon be calm and subtle. Elyon, you immediately pick this up as thieves can't. He's asking you.
They can't what?
Shut the fuck up. He's asking if you want this to be, you know, a discreet journey. You don't want to be spotted by guards. The correct response is as calm as the horizon will allow.
Well,
You
as
know-
calm as the horizon will allow.
Right. He looks left, looks right, looking up for guards. Satisfied. It's gonna cost you a little extra, you see. It's gonna be 75 gold per man.
Per man.
Sounds reasonable.
Ah, but your walking wallet is not there.
Yeah, I was trying to say I was looking at my gold. I was okay.
I have some gold on me. How much gold do you guys have?
And Elyon immediately turns around. Oh, guys, can I borrow some money?
I have 190.
Together? 75 plus 75. We have enough. We have enough.
It's 300 altogether. I've done the maths for you in my head.
Oh yeah, because okay.
Two
How much
sacks.
gold does How much gold does
Dur have?
Does Dirk carry money?
Of course he does. He's a goblin.
Yeah, does he know what money does?
Yes, because I remember Isaac said that Dur is excited that the one thing he hoards has value in this world.
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, Dur, cat bit your tongue. Or did the gold bite back? I don't like boats. Real me and Caliban.
Elion has a fear of water as well.
Oh, he must shit
Why
himself
is
when
the
it
one-
rains.
Why is the one who flies
yes.
actually okay with water?
Fair enough, that's a good point.
How
Right,
much
okay,
money
so-
does
Uh,
Dur have? No.
I'm guessing probably not much.
We're missing about 50 gold. Do you reckon he'd have 50 gold on him?
No.
Look, we're a little short of
Let me stop you right there. You either come back with the full amount of gold, and you come to me and you fucking pay, or business is done, alright? I'm giving you a chance. No second ones. You can walk away now, go get the gold you need. Leave in about 2 hours. Got that amount of time. You're not here. We ain't waiting for you. So you come back within 2 hours. 300 gold. That's 75 gold per man. And we'll let you on. Or you can just pay for yourself and you can be one person and you can get the fuck out of it and leave these cunts behind. That's up to you.
Well,
But I got a business to run and mouths to feed.
I can tell you are a businessman, and I have a proposition for you.
No
I'll
negotiations.
put it down on my hand,
No negotiations.
and I'll look at the ring on my hand and take it off and put it in my palm and say, "This is a magical ring. It is a."
I don't deal with items. I don't haggle. It's gold or nothing.
Knife in ale?
All right. Well, I'll put it back in
He sort of like
on my ring finger.
gives you a look, Caliban. You're obviously not the negotiator of the group.
No,
Yeah.
I was just I was asking if you had ale.
Oh,
I
if he
take
has
my
ale.
75. Yeah, I've got my 75 in my hands. Like, I'm not fucking fanny about. I want to get out of this area.
Oh, you're just like fucking paying for yourself and just like, oh, you just want to get on
Fuck
yourself.
this shit I'm out.
Well, you said 75 per man. Well, I may not be man, but here's 75.
Right. He holds out a hand for it.
Pass it over.
Well,
and I looked
right.
at Leon saying, Olmatov can pay for himself if he gets here in time.
All right. Well, that's fair enough. We will pay for us three, and then the other one definitely has money for himself if he decides to come.
Right. L. You paying what's it? 225 right now. 225 gold. All right. You hand over money.
I'll pay all my gold. So
How much is that then?
53, and then
Oh, you're gonna have to make me do math.
You can see he's starting to tap his foot at you guys, just like taking up his time.
give him 175. Oh, 172.
Okay,
And
there
I'll
you
give
go.
53.
Right, 172 in total. So now on top of, before you cuck me milk.
Okay. So take away the relevant gold from you guys. He takes it, quickly looks it over. I'm counting this later. If it's not total, you're being thrown overboard. Right. Make your ways on. I'll tell you the situation when we sit off.
Damn, I've got 18 gold left.
We cut to Ulumatath.
He's flying above us, isn't he?
Yes, you are. Ulumatath.
No.
What are you doing?
So I knew it was the dogs.
Yes.
Looking for Otter.
Otto.
Otto.
You know the name
Yeah,
Otto Rutherford.
Yeah, Otto Rutherford. And
I got 2 minutes.
so, am I able to just do a basic perception to see if I notice anything?
As you fly over the city, heading towards the docks, you hear a shout from below you. Oh, there's someone up there! And an arrow comes flying your way.
Okay.
Stealth isn't your thing, is it?
Oof, yeah, it does 8. I'm gonna assume that hits 22.
Yes.
Okay. An arrow hits you, it clips your wing. And they take 8 piercing damage from it. And you can hear shouts from below and the runnings of people running in armor as it clanks, sort of heading towards where you are.
I will turn around, fly the other way.
There it is! It's sort of like as you like fly back over the head of what they are, of whoever they are. And
I will fly for another 30 seconds and polymorph myself.
Please become a chicken.
what are you polymorphing yourself into?
Suddenly, Brontosaurus. No, I will turn myself into an eagle.
An eagle. Okay. So you go that way and turn yourself.
It's night time. They're looking up. They can see a shadow against the sky.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn myself into a small bird and then go completely the opposite direction.
Yeah, turn yourself to an eagle. Like it's just you're able to like sort of ignore where they are. Yeah, you're able to just if it's literally just something as simple as just like I want to fly towards the docks, then yeah, you're able to
exactly what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you're able to fly towards that. You see it above the sea. You can see the docks, busy as they always are, and are able to fly, avoiding the detection guards below. You land on basically the buildings that are closest to the docks.
So I'll quickly whip up the stat block for an eagle because I have to use that perception now.
Yep. Or just the closest thing. It's all good. I don't see why they wouldn't have an eagle.
Well, they have giant eagle, but I need to. Okay, here we go. Eagle. Wisdom +2. That's pretty decent. Keen sight, advantage on perceptions. There you go.
Yeah. Eagle eye, baby.
Yeah. Bird's eye view. I will do another perception to see if I can notice.
Go for it.
Yeah. So, I'll do the roll, but then it's +2, so 10. No, it would be a 7. My mistake. Advantage.
But also, yeah, you got advantage. Wow.
I rolled
So-
a 6-6, and then
so-
a 12-12.
So, what is the total?
It's 10.
10. Okay.
7.
Okay. So, you are looking over. You can see, there's not many ships boarded. There's like 4 or 5 docks and people working on them right now. So not as many as like, and this is a big dock, so like more ships would like are able to like occupy the spaces, but they're either like, you know, there's not much work being done on them, or like the docks of those spaces are empty. So you can see like there's work being done, and you got a choice of like 5 different ships that you see have workings on them, but you can't really tell which it would be the. Like you can't see Caliban, Elion, or can't really tell which. Can't really tell which one is supposed to be the one you'll go.
Because I, out of character, can't remember. Was there any other information I was given?
Only his name, Otto What was his name? Otto Rutherford.
Okay. How busy is the areas around the dock?
Not very. Apart from the people who are just working on the ships, lifting supplies onto them, it's 2 in the morning. No.
And the guard situation?
Minimal. If nothing. You can see like there's like 2 guards who are like way over like on the western side, but like they're doing a patrol of like, you know, up and down. So like it's like they've got line of sight on the docks for like 2 seconds, and then they turn around and walk away.
Okay.
But it looks like they're doing a patrol, so they might be back. You just don't know when.
Yeah. I will find an alley or something nearby. Dispel the polymorph.
Yep.
And I will go up to a dock worker who's looking pretty friendly, and he'll all my flint.
Night or morning or what? What is it?
I believe it's about 2 in the morning or so. Yeah, it is late night.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a friend, Otto Rutherford.
You mean Otto Rutherford?
Oh yes, that must be him.
Yes, it's that guy over there. And he points over to a halfling man, slightly older, sweat back hair, like I described before, big bushy mutton chop beard.
Thank you, my friend. And I'll put a gold piece in my hand it over to him, and shake his hand.
It's nice to see a friendly face around here.
Like
And he takes the gold and puts it in his pocket.
I will walk over.
You walk over, and I didn't mention this before, but you actually, like, you guys would have noticed this, but you also noticed that, like, Otto has a couple of missing teeth, and he also has, like, a curved tattoo, like, around his right eye. And he's just, like, shouting as he's working, sees you approaching, says, morning, mate, what can I do for you?
Hello, what, Kistraf is his name is?
Sorry?
Is Kistraf, or I'm really bad with names.
So
the guy in the first car.
You mean Harstrath?
Halfstraff, that's it. Hello, my friend. Halfstraff said that you can offer passage.
Ah, you're the half elf's 4th man.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Alright. Like, this has been arranged before, they've paid for themselves, they were gonna fucking leave you behind. Fucking shock of it, mate. Listen.
That doesn't apply to me anymore.
Listen, I heard the situation, like, sort of. I know you want to be discreet, so it's gonna be 75 gold for you. The rest paid themselves.
Absolutely no worries. I'll get out 75 gold and happily pay it.
Thanks. Right. Make your way on the ship. The rest of your group's waiting, and yeah, I'll once we're all finished here, I'll explain the situation, how we're gonna do this. All right.
Okay.
Free to make your way on.
I will make my way on.
Okay, you get onto the ship. Do you go below decks or?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first bit below decks, is sort of where all like the cannonballs, like there's some storage there. You don't see the other three. The other three are on the. That's what. Let's give you guys context. You guys are on the deck below, finding some like the deck below is also a bit more storage, but it's also where all like the bunk beds and like the hammocks and shit are. And you guys are currently just sort of putting your stuff there and just sort of like getting settled. That you can't see the other three on this deck. Do you go to the one below?
I guess so.
It's there where you do spot the other three. 2 seconds.
This is too hot.
Suspense.
Ooh.
Going back. So yeah, it's on this bottom deck that you spot the other three.
This is so hot.
Okay. I will. Who was closest?
We didn't discuss that.
I'd probably just be lying on a bed.
Who would the closest person be?
They're probably all collectively together, to be honest.
I'm gonna quit.
Oh, we're in a cuddle huddle.
Yeah, sort of. Like it's tight spaces on this deck.
Utterly impossible.
I will just give a general greeting wave and find the nearest bed and just, with a good thud, just fall onto it.
So, I think that's a good place to call it, guys.
Hey.
Fucking drama happened this session.
That was a good session. I enjoyed that.
That's some of the best roleplay I've ever experienced.
Oh, I thought it'd be good.
I'm so happy you did. I mean, Almataf wants to fucking destroy your guts, but.
Oh, man, that was fun.
That was great. That was great. I was not expecting some of the shit that you guys were gonna do.
We can tell by the
Like,
gobs
literally
of when,
everything
slit.
everything that happened with Ithranel was not expecting.
Yeah.
All of that was just like out of left field.
You're welcome.
I didn't plan it before the session, but I was like, as soon as we got into the session, like 5 minutes in, I was like, "Ooh, that'd be spicy." Elion's gonna do that.
Fuck you, Ian.
No,
I meant fuck you. Yeah.
Ah, bastard.
The best thing is, like, it makes complete sense.
Yeah. All of this was like in character shit, which is the best thing about it. That was real good. I really enjoyed that.
Like, I mean it genuinely. I literally just left him up there so I could go get you guys, rather than having to transport a prisoner.
From what you said to Elion,
I know. I almost certainly said it wrong.
You never said you were gonna go back. So
I mean, I
Elion
did.
assumed you were gonna leave him to go to. You didn't.
I swear I did.
No.
But we can check the stream.
Yeah,
We can just say that honestly, this being caused by just a massive misunderstanding and miscommunication between everyone. That's fucking that's drama. That's drama there.
That'd be fucking good.
And I just thought I stoke the flames a little bit by saying, "Oh, at least Fragant's gonna fucking leave you." That's a bit of a dick move. Are you right? Like, I'm stoking that. I'm stoking that.
It's just like, oh, those guys were going to leave you behind. Yeah, doesn't surprise me anymore.
So, that was a great session. That was great. I had so much fun with that.
Thank you for giving Almataf trust issues.
Really?
Oh, yes.
I mean, to be fair, Caravan has quite a
You're the one who betrayed Elion.
You're the one who betrayed Almataf.
Elion lied.
Yeah.
Why did Elion lie?
Elion's
Quite a few times in that bit when you were having your argument with Olmatov. There was a few
Why did he
things.
lie?
You lied because you said you would go. Oh, I'm gonna go to Orobars right now, and you're like, actually no, I'm going to go and kill Ithranel.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you sat there and said that.
But Elion, that wasn't. He never lied.
That wasn't anyone.
Lie by
No,
omission
no,
is
no,
still a
you
lie.
said-
A lie by omission is
No.
still a lie.
I went
You
to
forget-
Orobars.
You said that you made
He
it
went to
so he
Ouroboros.
had a he. Well, it was like you made it seem like you untied him to do it because it was the way you said it. Oh, fuck. You made it so that it was accepting of it, or he didn't expect it, or something.
I said that he died peacefully because he didn't expect the death, and it was quick.
I mean, arguably he
And-
died treacherously.
Yeah, but he was like
No,
he's wrapped up, man. Can't, he's
you
just,
see,
he's gonna expect it.
it's the most painless way to die.
A
is
slit
getting
throat.
A slit
No,
throat.
no, it is not.
It's
Is it not?
No.
it takes a couple of it takes a couple.
I thought that was the way that they killed like animals and stuff.
Yeah, but those are animals.
That's
Yeah, but
draining
they
the
just-
blood.
That yeah, that's like
And
killing them.
They knock them out before they do that.
And even if they don't, it's like it's doing it because it's like
Either
not
way,
because it's
a quick death.
painless, not because it's
Oh,
painless.
Yeah, it was.
It was quick but painful. Quick death but painful death.
Yeah, he felt every inch of it.
Jesus,
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Elion felt he had to do it. He was. He
No,
felt
that's
that
fair.
his
I am.
hand
I'll
was
give you
forced.
that. I'll give you
He
that.
felt that his hand
It's like,
was
yeah.
forced.
That's yeah. I'll absolutely accept it. That was great.
Oh,
I
man.
like that the fact that Calban can use magic got like.
Yeah, it's just like people have noticed this, and it's just,
Elion doesn't even know yet.
Yeah, true. Yeah, you have no clue.
We-
But all the time there's
No
drama going
idea.
on that it's not
In
even
fairness,
occurred to
I
you.
had every intention. I still have every intention to talk to you about it. I've had a bit more occupied things.
yeah, it's just like shit went down this session.
Mm.
Fucking
I
hell.
was gonna talk to Vernon about
Benham.
it, saying Benham about like the sudden use of dwarven magic. You know, since he's a teacher of it, he might
Yeah.
be able to help.
Mhm.
But we have to leave quickly.
Yeah. Well, either way, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you to the people who are watching. Bit of a low count for the session today, but you know, it's all good. It's all
That was a
good.
great session.
Yeah, I had lots of fun. I hope you guys had fun. At least as much fun as I had. But yeah. Yeah, we will. I'll. Thanks to everyone who's watching. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
Uh-huh.
Bye.